You're listening to All Talk Radio, Las Vegas, Nevada. Views and opinions expressed in the following program are those of the host and guests, and not necessarily those of the staff or management of alltalkradio.net.
The following program may contain language of an adult nature. Listener discretion is advised.
Oh, man, hold on. Wait a minute. This is some bullshit.
They're canceling the fucking show?
Yeah, they're planning on dropping us after 7 years.
That's bullshit. You still got people that listen and like the show.
Well, guys, you had a good 7-year run. What more do you want from us?
You're like a goddamn Oreo cookie. You taste like shit, but swathed in the center.
Okay, goddamn it. Our hands are tied, okay? Yeah, you're goddamn right. Your hands are tied. Jerk and pass me the duct tape. Motherfucker. What are you doing? All right, tape them together. Yeah, motherfucker.
You know what? I think I kind of like this.
Yeah.
Tie it a little tighter.
Yeah.
Maxwell Silverhammer, G.J. Jerkman, Cruise Control, and G Motors. Hellfire, I think somebody lit a cigarette. Nope, it's the hottest radio show on the internet. So keep it locked here from 7 to 9. Still radio fam, they ahead of their time. And now it's lesson 1, man, this is lesson 2. No format because they keep it fresh and new. And this is what I call a real show. They tough as hell with a hard edge like a steel top. They campaign like a base head. So if you're mad at them, call in, fuck some hate mail. And if you think that the jocks sound quirky, allow me to introduce you to the shit that hurts.
All right, that was fucking gay, Jerkman. See, I thought what I was gonna see what's fucked up is I'm trying to fuck with you because you saw me, you put your arm around me, and I try to do the thing where I turn my head to the side like I was gonna kiss you,
right?
And
I put my tongue out.
Jerkman didn't even react, and I'm like, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, but I put my tongue out.
Oh, see, I didn't even know you did that. That's even more fucked up. God damn it! See, if I would have moved my head. Oh, hell no.
You would have been a sicko at that point.
Oh, no, I would have been sick. You're right. I would have probably puked right on you.
All that pizza would be wasted?
Oh, yeah. You'd be coated in pizza.
Yeah.
Great.
Anyway, I'm Maxwell Silverhammer.
Go ahead.
Bunny Rabbit.
Who are you?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure that one out.
G.J. Jerkman.
He keeps saying I go around in a wheel all the time, so just figure that one out.
You're the hamster.
I'm the hamster.
Guinea pig.
So Jerkman, I want to hear no more Red Lobster
don't even
jokes.
start your shit.
He's going to
Get
a
him,
fag bar
Maxwell,
tonight.
get him.
That's right. I'm going to Crave. Anybody out there that's listening and wants to come down and join us, come down and have some fun with us. We're going to be going to Crave.
Come down a pound of Jerkman in the anus.
And we're actually going down to see a performer tonight. We're going down to see Karma, which is going to bite you in the ass later.
Who's that?
Yeah.
Who's Karma?
It's actually the guy, the
That's
male
the
performer.
guy that's going to perform.
Yeah, he's a performer. It starts at 1 o'clock tonight, so we're going to be down there quite late. But, yeah, they perform their cross-dressers. They cross-dressing, dressing up. Yeah, keep laughing about it.
And then earlier you're going, I hope they don't announce us, man.
Well, I mean, if they do, that's fine. It's just like,
You're going to be on stage with the guy. What are you talking about?
I'm not going to be on
I'll
stage.
go for you.
Oh,
Yeah, you can go. I'll
be the representative.
Yeah. There's
No.
Now, wait
there's
a
no
minute.
way I
Why?
got to go
Why
up on
would you want to
stage.
go if you're so secure in your masculinity and,
I don't think they'll probably just put us in a booth. If they mention us, they will just mention us setting and point at us or something like that. I don't know. Because they don't always do that. So it just depends.
Cool.
See,
I'm excited. I've never been before.
She's never been to a club at all.
You haven't
How old are you?
23.
Damn, you never
No
been to a club?
wonder you haven't been
Never.
to a club. You're
Damn.
too young.
Too young to go to a club?
21.
Yeah.
I'm
21. What the hell are you
21's
talking
the
about?
So 21 is...
Especially in Las Vegas.
No, I'm saying
I
to
think
go-
I'm the only one that hasn't.
Go clubbing. A lot of people don't go clubbing.
But a lot of people do here.
What the hell
No,
are you
no,
talking
no, no, no. I'm talking about a lot of people, well, maybe they do. I don't know. A lot of them sneak
I
in,
know.
I guess. I don't
Shit,
know.
when I was younger,
Oh, we don't do clubbing where we come from. What the hell are you talking about? We lived in fucking goddamn Pennsylvania.
I was thinking about my granddaughter, and she didn't go clubbing, and I was just thinking
Katrina?
of her age,
She
and I
most
was.
certainly too did go to the free zone. Where the hell are you?
That's not clubbing.
Oh, so if they're
The
gay
free
people,
zone
it's a
is
club.
21?
Yeah.
Free zone was just a bar. It's not
It's a
clubbing.
club. It is a dance club. Where are you?
Well,
Alright.
wait a minute though, because if we're counting Free Zone,
Yeah, Free
because I've been to Free Zone.
Yeah, Free Zone isn't
Well, then
a
you've been to a
club.
club. That's a club.
I thought it was a gay bar.
It is a gay bar, but it's a club. It's,
Okay,
not,
it
it's
is a
not.
club.
It's
We gotta
not.
get
It's
that
not a
definition.
club.
I guess I've
It's
been
a gay
there.
bar. It's a bar. There's bars, and then there's clubs,
Tonight
and then
we're
there's
going
the
to a club.
elite.
So I've never been to a club on the strip. How
That's
about
it. That's it.
Okay.
Tonight
That's
we're going to
it.
a club. It's actual,
Yeah.
it's a real club.
You're going to a gay club. See,
Popping
this is
my
funny.
club, my club cherry.
That's
like,
right.
like I was telling you off the air, man, you can say all you want about Red Lobster, but that's very open. That's very, I know what you want to say. But it's,
Yeah, I just smiled. I didn't say. I figured everybody else out there would
Red
just
Lobster,
know.
you can say Red Lobster. A lot of people probably wouldn't know what you're talking about. But if I say Jerkman went to a gay club, that's right away, that puts it right out there for you. Like, damn, like I said off the air, you can
With
ride
a lady.
1,000 horses, never be a cowboy. But if you suck one dick, you are a faggot.
And your point would be, because I'm going to a club that people may enjoy, same people of the same sex, that makes me gay.
Same people.
Well, somebody could say you are
There's
gay.
also, I mean, we went over this earlier. There's gonna be a lot of hot ladies there too.
I'm
Yes,
sure
there
they're
are.
not
And
interested
Not
in
everybody
men.
that shows up there. No, not everybody that shows up there
no,
is gay.
I went and I
I'm
wasn't
going.
gay.
I'm not gay.
Yeah,
She's
I just
Right?
don't. I just don't.
got all colors of
She's
the
been
rainbow,
she's been there. Yeah, that's
especially
right.
been-
the rainbow.
Yeah,
I like their food. And they got good pizza.
they do.
Maxwell?
They have great
Oh.
news.
Very good food.
All right, you know what? Let's announce this.
I wasn't leading up
All
to
right.
that, Brett.
Hamster?
Maxwell.
While we're on that subject,
Hamster went ahead, and here's what happened. I walk in here.
Wait a
and-
minute, wait a minute.
Okay.
Before you say anything, Bunny Rabbit, can you call Guinness, because I got to get them on?
Yeah, that
Guinness
is
Book of
pretty
World
remarkable.
Records, because Max has been beat and eating.
yeah,
All
it
right,
happens.
we got to put this out here because this is pretty newsworthy.
I don't know what. You don't have to tell anybody. It's okay.
Oh no, it's newsworthy. This
That's
is
what you get for
newsworthy.
being on a radio show right now.
Yep, exactly. It could be humiliating to the host as well as the person on the show. But I walk in and so we're talking. We've been talking about I was going to get here early and we're going to go get pizza, and so I said we'll get pizza when I get there early tomorrow and whatever. So I walk in and Jerkman goes, "So you hungry?" I'm like, "Yeah." And so Hamster goes, "I bet you I could eat more pizza than you." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, right." Because I'm just thinking she's just talking shit. And she's like, "Oh, I'm serious. I could eat 6 slices." I'm like, "Oh yeah, okay, sure, whatever." So and she's talking, and we get over there. We ordered 2 pizzas, one with pepperoni, one with eggplant.
Which I didn't think it was eggplant at first.
Yeah, you thought it was sausage.
It looked like it.
But then again,
Go ahead.
you
Don't-
would know what a
don't,
sausage
yeah.
looked like.
You know?
You'd be a connoisseur in that.
Oh, I'm just going to leave you go for a little bit.
So anyway, so what happened? there?
So then what happened was when they brought garlic knots too, which I had 6 of those.
Complimentary garlic nuts that you should get every time you go over there?
Yep.
Those ones?
Those were good.
Okay, check them.
Those were real good. And so then they bring the pizzas, and so she's keeping pace with me. I'm on my 3rd or 4th. She's like, "You better catch up." I'm like, "Where are you?" She's like, "I'm on my 3rd piece of pizza." I'm like, "Son of a bitch, so am I." So then, we're getting up there. And then finally it's, I'm on my 6th piece. And I'm like, "Are you serious?" And I'm like, "Okay, I'll take one more." So I had one more piece. I'm thinking, okay, that's it. We're going to be tied, right? Then I'm like, well, how many did you have? She was like, 7. I'm like, you had 7 pieces of pizza?
And they're
Son
not
of a bitch.
they're not little
No, they're not.
pieces of
Huge.
pizza. That's a great big
She actually
huge
ripped
pie.
the
They're
pepperoni
huge
off
pieces.
of one.
Yes.
I even took pepperoni off of one to eat it.
Wow.
And I'm a vegetarian.
Which
Boy,
wasted
I
my
must have been
pepperoni.
really bad.
You know what? That
I'm
was
in bad shape there.
7 but the fact that you beat me in eating pizza.
The big strong Maxwell,
And I'm fucking
Look at this muscles on him.
according to
That's-
the owner.
that's very
The good-looking one out of the two of us.
Nobody
I
beats
think
Maxwell.
I think that bothers Jerkman.
Yeah.
It's okay. There will be some men tonight that will find you extremely good looking, man. You'll redeem yourself.
Really?
You'll
Thank-
cream yourself too.
Really? You think so?
I know.
Can I
so.
start with you?
Oh, I'm
I figure,
not. You're
if
not
I'm
creaming
going to
with
be
me.
gay, I might as well just start a little early.
Oh yeah.
Does it feel good?
Yeah, that
Feel
feels
really good?
Oh, yeah.
How's this feel?
Oh.
Oh, you
Oh,
should shave a little
daddy.
back here. You got a little bit of stubble.
Oh,
Put
yeah.
on top
God.
here. You're nice and smooth.
Yeah.
Actually, no. You got a couple stubbles right there too.
Oh. Wait, you want to see if I got stubbles down here?
Oh, I know you do.
If you're reaching for my balls, then we're gonna have a problem.
Okay, hang on a second. Here we go. Okay, Luke flinched, son of a bitch.
Oh, I'm always, you know what? I'm always the first to jump. I can play along for a while, but then if it gets too weird, I'm like,
You ever played the Are You Nervous game?
oh, yeah. I had one friend that used to do that to me all the time. He would take my hand and like pull it down by his balls. I'm like, hey, motherfucker. So, yeah, I'd always be the one who would break first. It was just my
You'd always
thing.
bitch out.
Well, maybe you did because I really wasn't going down there.
Oh, I sure hope not. Although, I don't know. After tonight, waiting for tonight. Oh,
Actually, I think I'm going to have fun tonight. This looks like a nice place.
Yeah.
you'll Wang
We're
Chung
going to have an
tonight.
awesome
I think
time.
I will. Yeah, I think it's going to be a great time tonight.
Well,
I
it
mean,
might be
we know
cool.
the owner's down there, and it's going to be, I think, a great time. I mean, I don't
There will
know.
be people of all sexual orientation.
I'm not allowed to go.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're not
I'm
allowed
gonna
to
take
go?
my
I'm not
mom to the
allowed to
club,
go.
okay?
See, you know, Maxwell, I don't understand this stuff, okay?
I'm the owner
None of
of
my
All Talk,
other,
and I'm here with my mommy.
nobody else is afraid to take me any place. They take me to the free zone. They take me here. They take
But
me there, and
you
everybody
are-
knows
they're
I'm
your
their
daughters.
mother.
I'm your freaking
Can't you
son.
take yourself?
What do you mean
Like,
take
just
myself?
come along with what she's saying. You don't have to.
What do you mean take myself? No, if you're not invited, you can't go.
She
Would you
went to
go
the
if you?
club?
Would you go if you weren't invited?
Or would you just go
No, she means if you just
separately?
wanted to go to hang out, you could go without.
Yeah, just on your
Right.
own time. Like, you know
Yeah.
what? I'm going to go down there tonight and see who's there.
Well, yeah, but if you're inviting everybody from All Talk to go, and I'm part of All Talk, don't you think I should be allowed to go with the All Talk team? There's-
Shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Would you take your mom?
But
Max?
nobody knows nobody
no.
would know I was his mom.
I know.
That's your hang up.
Okay, wait a minute. Would you take your mom?
No, I would never take my mom.
Okay.
Nah, my mom would not want to
Your
go.
mom wouldn't go.
But here's
See,
the
that's
difference.
the difference.
My mom would not want to go.
That's the difference.
What if she said she wanted to go? Would you take her?
Not to something like that.
No.
Well,
Thank
where
you.
would you take her?
I don't know. I took her to a ZZ Top concert. but she likes ZZ Top.
See, there
Well,
you go.
see?
That was a Mother's Day present.
You want to
winning.
go see
Okay.
Peter, Paul, and Mary? I'll take you.
Well, see,
Linda
ZZ Top.
Ronstadt or somebody like
You
that?
know, but you wouldn't be ashamed of her.
No.
Yeah.
It's not
Air
being
supply.
ashamed.
If she
Yeah.
wanted to drink, if she did drink and she
But,
wanted to go with you.
No, nice trick around here. But he just said he would not take her to the club we're going to tonight.
Well,
he said
that's
he'd take her
only
to ZZ
because
Top.
she wouldn't
You
wanna
wanna go
go.
to ZZ Top? I'll take you to ZZ
That's
Top.
because she wouldn't want to go. I'm open to
Yeah,
all that
you know what?
stuff.
It's not-
I'm a new age mama.
You know what though? It's
Really? That's right there. That's why I'm not taking her.
See?
it's not a. You know
I'd
what?
have more fun than he does.
But I think I think you're thinking it's an embarrassment thing, which it isn't.
No,
But
it's
my
not.
other kids aren't embarrassed. But, I
Just see-
mean, my daughter tells me, get out there and dance. Go have fun. I'm going to a gay bar.
Would you
Go
go-
have fun.
Would you go to a ghetto ass like thugged out nightclub? Like, I knew, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if you would, like a nightclub in the hood or something.
Yeah, I would. I would. I'm open to all that
Would you make
stuff.
it rain and
I'm open to all that stuff.
Slinky dink doo, slinky dink doo.
Hey, I'm getting old. Anything doesn't matter anymore. You
that
know?
would be funny.
That would be
Good.
funny.
You
What?
could take her and tell her she's your mom.
You know that would be
You
funny.
don't have to tell anybody. Nobody would know I'm somebody's mother unless you told them.
Well, you
Oh, over here, this is my mom.
I mean, I guess
Like, you don't think I get embarrassed from that? I get embarrassed.
Just
when he goes,
embarrassed by
This
you.
is my mom.
Apparently.
So in other words,
Well, he wouldn't be
you know what?
embarrassed by me because nobody would know who I was. It would only be his hang up.
So it's mutual. So,
Yeah.
so on your end, you wouldn't want him. You
And I'm
wouldn't
doing her a
say.
favor.
You wouldn't say that's my son.
No, I wouldn't embarrass him. I call him George. I don't say this is my son. I say this is
baby
George.
boy.
Yeah.
Now,
Junior,
because
here
that would
comes
be
Tim Fanac.
embarrassing. That would be really embarrassing.
But,
You know?
Yeah, you think?
But, you know, you got to look at it from his point of view, though. I mean, he may want to get freaky with another man, and
That's
son
none
of
of
a
my
bitch.
business, Maxwell. That's none of
It
my
would be your
business.
Of course not.
business
You
if
would
you
see
were
it, though.
there.
Yeah, if
No,
you
it
were there,
wouldn't
you'd
be
see
my
it.
business. I wouldn't get in his business. That's his life. He lives his own life
If
and
you're
does
in
what he
the
wants
same
to.
vicinity as him, how could you not help but
And-
notice
Because
what
I
he's
turn and
doing?
walk away.
But still, even at that, how would I want to?
It'd be the same as if you were putting on the moves on a female.
And I'm not talking about the man like this freak over here.
I mean, if he'd go out, hey, I'm going to tell you something.
Yeah, tell us.
He didn't have any problem with me when we were younger, and he used to DJ, and I used to go to the place where he DJ'd, and he would get down and dance with me. So see, I'm used to that.
Huh.
He never got embarrassed. He always said, "Yeah, come on out on the dance floor." And we used to dance together all the time. He'd go, "Hey, Mom, why don't you come on down and see me DJ?" And I followed him everywhere. He wasn't embarrassed.
I'll talk
He
about
loved
closing
it.
next week permanently because I am now ashamed.
Wow.
That's bad if you're ashamed of your mother.
I'm not ashamed of you, Jesus.
No, Jesus
Look at
has
this.
nothing to
You
do
swear
with
to God
this.
she's Jewish. She's trying to guilt me into this.
It's okay. It's okay. You can be ashamed of me. Yeah.
Maxwell's over
Yeah,
there, and
you
he's
know,
telling
huh?
everybody about pizza, and if anybody would have to be embarrassed, it would be him, and he's not embarrassed to say it.
Nah, I got beat. It's
All
fair
right,
and
see?
square.
It's fair and square, fair and square.
That's just what it was. Oh, man. Oh, hey, it's just one of those things. There's times and places for everything, and there's certain things you just don't feel, well, like I wouldn't want my mom listening to this radio show.
Oh, I understand that.
You know what I mean?
can
But yet you're
understand
on it, and you're my mom.
But
Well, that's the difference in...
Well, see, that's what I'm
see,
saying.
but the thing is, it's a difference in people. It's a difference in
Like, he
how
won't
they
take his
look at
mom to the
life.
nightclub. Oh, he won't take his mom to the nightclub.
Because he knows his mother, and he knows that that's not what she
Yeah,
would
it's
want
not
to
her
do.
scene.
It's not her thing. It's just something she
and it
would
is
do.
yours.
Well, because I am so close to you kids that nobody can tell the difference. That's what the difference
What, they think
thing
we're
is.
Siamese twins? What are you trying to say?
No, it's just that I'm always with you guys.
I'm so close, I can't tell where we start, who ends, and whatever that shit's going on.
every
And
place-
Wasn't that a movie where a dude takes his mom to the club or some weird shit?
I don't know.
That's what I'm trying to avoid, that freaked up fucking movie.
There is a weird movie
Well,
like that. I forgot what that was.
don't you think it was kind of strange for me when my daughter said, "Hey, Mom, let's go to the gay bar"?
Oh, I'm sure it was.
So I'm going like, okay, why is she taking me there? She's got her
Keep
friends.
in mind,
Why
that
does she
is a
want me?
mother and daughter. It's not
Yeah.
a father and son deal.
Well, fathers and sons go to strip clubs.
I sure as hell wouldn't ask my dad to go to a gay club. That would be really fucking weird.
You would go to,
A gay bar.
but fathers and sons go to strip clubs, and
They
they're not
do.
embarrassed.
Well, okay, that's
you know?
different.
No, why is it different?
We're not going to a
Here we're
sausage
going-
factory together with Pop and Son.
Oh, we're going to this female-male thing. Uh-huh.
Oh, my God. Max, you could help me, but you refuse to.
he
I'm
said,
gonna let you get fucking... let you get chewed up over here.
he can't wait till Monday.
Oh, I can't wait for the stories you'll have.
That's why he doesn't want to take me along, Maxwell.
Right,
Because
you gotta
he
tell me the
knows
whole story.
he's not going to be able to lie about it. He knows I'll tell you the truth. So he's going to make sure I don't know what he's doing. And then when he comes back, go, "Oh, no, he didn't do that."
Although if he's walking funny, you know what he did.
Oh.
Really?
I sat on a cork. Yeah, I bet you did.
Whatever. We're gonna have an awesome time tonight.
Yes.
Have
That's
fun.
exactly right. We are going to have fun.
How do you know?
And I'm
You
gonna get
never
a ticket
went.
Well, because
Because I'm
obviously...
gonna make it a goddamn good time.
That's right.
What?
She's
I'm gonna make it a good time.
But I like how she's
That's
gonna
what you
throw you.
do.
I thought she's gonna throw you off on Santiago.
Uh-huh.
No, I'm gonna figure something out where all three of us are gonna have a badass
Hey,
time.
it's not
That's
a three.
right.
It's not a threesome. I'm sorry, honey.
Well, actually, yes, it is.
Okay,
If
so
a guy comes up and hits on me, she's my date. If a guy
Is it-
comes up and hits on him, he's her date. So we're
You
going to
think
block.
that? Oh, okay,
That's how that works.
okay,
We'll make it work.
okay. I can't wait to hear the stories.
That's the whole thing. You may just want to not go for the whole train wreck.
Yes,
Because
yeah.
then this way we get more of a train wreck.
Oh, but you guys said that I could go by myself to the place and tell them
No,
I
she said
was
if you ever wanted
all
to go.
talk, and as long as I didn't set with them,
The shovel's back there.
I,
Oh, Jesus Christ. Do you want to fucking go?
No.
That's it.
She just wants to know that she could go if she wanted to.
oh, I know I can. He can't keep me out, and I can't keep him out.
Well, you've gone to some stuff. Like you went to that sushi thing that one time.
been to everything.
Right, and that was fun. We were just talking about that, Maxwell. That
I
was
remember that thing.
it was a strip club. He took me to a strip club. He
Georgie
wasn't-
would like to go out and have time to himself. Is this okay?
What do you think Mama's gonna do? Set on you? Oh, Georgie, you can't do that. Oh, Georgie, you're a little kid.
One drink too many.
Yeah.
I think you've had enough.
Give him milk. Just milk.
I don't think we didn't have a problem at the strip club. There was nothing. There was girls dancing. There was food. We were interested in the
Sounds
food.
like it would have been a story.
But I was there with my wife.
Weren't we, Maxwell?
Oh,
we were
okay.
interested in the food.
Yeah. Oh, I was
The food
interested
was
in the
good.
food.
It was. It was really nice. Those people were really nice. The food was really good.
But
was a great time.
The only thing is they
the
made
food
you
at the
use.
strip club was good.
Well, you had to eat
Yeah,
off.
yeah.
Actually, it
They
was
made you use
OG's,
what?
but it was the owners. They had this whole thing set up.
Now you can eat the sushi off the women.
They had
Yeah, you had to eat the sushi off the women.
But the thing is, you had to use chopsticks, and I'm like, why can't we
he
just
wanted to eat it right off of her.
Yeah, I just want to eat it right off.
Oh,
Like,
was that true? I didn't even
Because it's
notice that.
unsanitary. You can't. Everybody can't be licking off the same girl.
Well, you never know. They usually do.
Yeah, exactly.
You go to a strip club, I think they do.
It probably really wouldn't matter.
Besides the fact that it's illegal.
Yeah.
It's illegal?
Yeah, you're not allowed to touch strippers.
You can even come.
You can't touch them.
Yeah, well,
Now
you
you
tell
know I
some
don't
of
like
those
strippers.
people.
That's why I don't like strippers.
You tell some of those people. Some of them get
Well, some do, but it's still illegal.
Well, it
Yeah.
could be illegal. Well, a lot of people do
And that was
illegal
a party.
things.
They couldn't. It was not like it was.
No, this was a party. This was a party, and it was
Oh.
set up, and it was a special party that was upstairs. It
It
wasn't
was
downstairs.
for entertainment in
Right,
Vegas. The
right,
entertainment.
right.
Oh, then
people.
I don't know those rules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
I
was some
didn't test
VIP.
any of those rules.
That was some VIP Jimmy shit.
It was
so-
good. It was
but
good. It was
It was
really
fun.
good. I liked the people. It was a really nice night out.
I had fun. That
Yeah.
night. That was cool.
And see, at least I could show up and say, "This is my wife and this is my mother."
Well, you
not
didn't-
like this is my mother.
But you never introduced me as your mother.
At that club that night, yes,
yeah,
you were introduced as it because people asked.
Oh.
It's like here, I don't introduce you as my mom, but when
I
people come
hope
in, I
not.
say Carol. Then they say later on, "I didn't know that was your mom. Why didn't you tell me?"
That's yeah, because I didn't either.
But tell
What
me.
did you say when the first time you found
You
out?
guys got.
I was like, "That's your mom?"
You guys
Yeah,
got to
why didn't you tell me?
Tell me
Yep.
something. Why? What is? I don't understand that. Is there because maybe I'd have to think of taking my mom someplace. I don't know.
Maybe you should.
You know, because I don't know why that's embarrassing.
It's not embarrassing. It's just a time and place. It's just a scenario, a situation, a setting.
It's just that you don't want your. You think it's cool that your mom knows what you're doing.
Oh, you want to say? Okay, look at this. Okay, picture this. I'm in bed with a hot fucking chick. I want to make a goddamn video. Hey, Mom, can you hold the fucking cam? Come on, there's a time and place.
There's
Well,
just
how do you
certain
know
things
I
you
just
do-
don't want to do my own thing?
There's certain things you just
I
don't
hope you
involve.
don't want to do your own thing in there because then that makes it even twice as fucking weird.
Yeah, there's certain things you don't involve your mom in. You know, just what it is. You know, it's the laws of life.
All right, Maxwell, I'll listen to you.
We'll be right back, bitches.
People.
What up, though? It's the undeniable JT Money, a.k.a. the Bitchizer, and you tuned in to STIM Radio with Maxwell Silverhammer and GJ the Jerk Man. Heavy that. And guess what? They hate hoes almost as much as I do. So don't sleep on these cats. And speaking of sleeping, don't forget to check out my new single, Hustling, from my new project, Morning Wood. It's going down heavy, baby. And speaking of being out, I'm out like a busted traffic like you already know. Get him, Jay!
If you're a fan of hip-hop and R&B, join me, the Bruh Ren, for a full non-stop hour of back-to-back slappers. That's back-to-back slappers. Where the playlist spans from genres like R&B, soul.
I love you. You are my girl.
Hip-hop bangers like
25 sitting on 25 mil, I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Rest in peace, Mac Dre. I'ma do it for the bay, okay? Getting paid, we'll holler whenever that stop. My team good, we don't really need a mascot.
classic throwbacks like
Well, I'm peeping and I'm creeping and I'm creeping. But I damn near got caught cause my beeper kept beeping. Now it's time for me to make my impression felt. So sit back, relax, and strap on your seatbelt. You've never been on a ride like this before.
every Friday night at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And Saturday at midnight Eastern Standard Time. Only on the Tough Love Show on J&J.FM.
Answer me this. When did having a lot of YouTube hits and hella MySpace friends begin to determine whether a rapper has good music or not? Let's be serious. You wouldn't trust half of these people to wash your car or your dog. But you gonna let these people determine what music you listen to? That's crazy. You gotta be a leader, man, not a follower. And check out that classic album by your boy Black Ice, 5.0 Reasons, 10th Anniversary, 1998 to 2008. It's that classic Bay Area G-Funk and mob music. Sample the entire album at cdbaby.com, rhapsody.com, Napster, and
Hello,
iTunes.
ladies and gentlemen. I'm Maxwell Silverhammer of the award-winning Shit That Irks Me. Now, usually I'm joking and having fun and laughing, but in this case, I'm here to talk about something very serious. There's a phenomenon that's going on all over this country. It's called dimpling or dimple caking. That's right. There are lonely-ass, poor, sorry sons of fucking bitches that have no friends, no life, and nothing really going on for themselves. So they need people to talk to. So what they'll do is they'll call your phone. And usually what you'll do, being the heartless son of a bitch that you are, you'll just let the phone ring and roll it into your voicemail. And then you sit there and you contemplate, oh no, I have to call this person back. I have to call this person back, knowing that there's quite the chore that's in front of you. What do? If you're the heartless son of a bitch that never calls them back, you need to stop now. You need to call that person back and do your dimple duty. That's right. It is your dimple duty to make sure that this person is happy and content and feels worth. That's right. This person needs to feel like they have some worth. So, do your dimple duty today. Thank you. I am Maxwell Silverhammer with a public service announcement.
Do you hate women that you can't fuck? Have you tried to rub your dick on some woman's foot and she turned you down?
What the fuck are you doing?
Well, if so, you need Game for the Mentally Lame. That's right. If you're a mental retard and women are trying to kill you with their Google Cheesy Leezy, then this is the book for you. That's right. Learn brand new pickup lines. Hey, baby, you hear my fake? Wanna hit on it?
No, I don't want to sit on your face, but I'd like to split your fucking lip.
Or you can also learn brand new ways of being smooth and romantic with the come-ons. Hey, how about we go have some choochie, and then after that, we can go to the Rum Runner.
Great. Just what I've always wanted. My own drunken alcoholic retard. No thanks.
So see, the proof is in the tard. So get Game for the Mentally Lame for only $19.99 if you call now. Order Game for the Mentally Lame for all tards and those who can't quite get it. He was a young white kid from the suburbs who had it all. Yo, Pops, when you gonna paint my motherfucking Bentley and shit? Sorry, son, I'll get to it. It's just been very hectic down at the office. But he wanted something more. Yo, I wish I could be a G, dog. He wanted to come from those mean streets and be a G like his compadres that he looked up to. Yo, man, if only I could have a gack, dude. I'd bust the most caps out of any G. Then he met Jay Fucker on MySpace, where he learned to rock up that crack cocaine with the dopest of OGs from the street. Yo, we gonna hit the track right now, and we gotta slang these hover rocks to these motherfucking fiends, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude, can I roll with you, dog? Can I roll in your 6'4"? It's a tale of urban struggle. Yo, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive out in this bitch, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude, I can dig it. It was a tale of romance. Hey, dog, you mind if we sleep in the same bed? Gerald Jisenbag and Harold Hardcock give it 2 thumbs up. It's Black Cock Down. At last, the wait's finally over. Be Sick returns from a long hiatus with a brand new album entitled Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Available for digital download only.
Be Sick's no punches pulled approach on the mic gives listeners what they want, as well as gives the rap game a well-deserved kick in the ass, with such hard-hitting gems as the title track, Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Mr. Zero fucking tolerance, you fakes at your fun. My tongue's replacing the gun. My toleration is none. Fucking buster and a bitch.
Or the laid-back, fun-filled street anthem entitled Change of Pace, featuring Ghost.
This is something to bump as a gift to the haters. So turn it up loud just to piss off your neighbors. And if you out rolling, you be getting a ticket. And if you
straight to the guts, blind to the facts.
Blind to the facts that your mind's in a trap. Blind to the facts that with time we adapt. Blind to the facts of what you don't understand. Blind to the facts by the media scans. Blind to the facts of what you read in a book. Blind to the facts of
Download your copy today of Mr. Zero Tolerance from www.cdbaby.com or go to www.cdbaby.com/CD/bsick2. Download your copy today. Keep the realness in the rap game.
We are anonymous, and you're listening to Maxwell Silverhammer.
Fuck that guy.
And DJ Jerkman.
Yes, fuck that guy too.
Only on STEM Radio.
Damn, this shit really hurts me.
STEM Radio. STEM Radio. It's the shit that hurts me. When I see that, since it's the shit that hurts me. The it's the shit that hurts me. Jimmy Black.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Sorry.
Oh, you know, it's not your fault. It's all of our faults because we're all outside, not even, you know, I'm kind of out there gabbing with you guys. We're talking about crackheads and homeless fucks with no thumbs.
What's a crackhead? Somebody's got a crack in their head.
Go look outside.
Yeah, you'll see plenty. Actually, I got speaking of crackheads, I got a story, a tale from the dumb fuckery.
Yeah, here we go.
No, this is a dumb fuckery story. These are the working fucking indigent, the working stupid. So in my building, I think you've heard me bitch about this bathroom numerous amounts of times. You know, it's like what you guys have here. It's the one-man community bathroom.
You need a squatty potty.
That's what he needs. Squatty potty.
No, this is one of these. You know, it's the one-man bathroom for the whole suite, and there's like 45 offices in that bitch.
Before we get into this, can I give him a kind of an outlook if anybody that's never listened or watched this show before that may possibly on YouTube or something?
Sure, yeah, go ahead.
This man right here has a love affair with toilet bowls.
Yeah,
he came in earlier and told us how the toilet he just sat on was not satisfying to him.
Well, it really wasn't. I mean, it does not contour to your ass cheeks. You know, it kind of, it's confining. You know, it reminds me of those anesthesia masks. You know what I'm saying? When you put those things on.
You put that on your butt?
It's like having an anesthesia mask on your ass.
I couldn't find one to fit mine.
Have you seen the Bill Cosby stand-up himself?
I've seen a few.
I've seen that
Bill
one.
Cosby
That's
himself,
hilarious. Yeah.
Where at the beginning he's like, when he's talking about like getting really fucked up on drugs, and he's thrown up in the toilet, and then he puts his head next to it, and he's like, "Thank you, toilet bowl, for being cooled on the side."
Yeah,
you're always there for me, toilet bowl.
Right, you're friends with things that you normally wouldn't give a shit about, right?
Right. Yeah. But you do. You obviously, honestly do.
Yeah, I do. I make friends with the toilet.
So I just want to give them heads up on why you're so about toilets.
Why is the toilet my friend?
Yes.
Yeah. So anyway, the
What? Oh, sorry.
You're on the air, yeah. You forget that?
No, I just saw somebody post something about free zone. Sorry, Max.
Okay. So anyway, back to the bathroom at work here. So we have this one-man community bathroom, you know, for everybody, for 45 offices in this bitch.
And here comes the bitch about that.
Okay, listen to that. Well, no, it's a person that does this dumb shit because they've done it twice now.
Bathroom bandit.
Well, bathroom stupid ass. What they do.
He's got a stupid ass in the bathroom?
This guy was or woman, I don't know what they were. But basically what they do is they lock the bathroom door. This is after they're done. They lock the bathroom door, leave the fan and the light on, and close it. So now you think it creates the illusion there's somebody in the bathroom when really there's nobody in the bathroom. Some dumb fuck just locks the bathroom and leaves the light on and the fan going. You know, like what's that gonna do? Why do you even do? And like I said, these are the people that are employed. Obviously, they're working. So I mean, how stupid can you be? You know, like, oh, you're really darling. Like they just don't no sense. Or you know what? It's probably a foreigner. I bet you it's a foreigner because you know in their country they don't have any. They shit and piss outside and then bathe in it later. You know, that's what they do.
You really honestly believe this, don't you?
Oh, I know this.
So they shit and piss, and then they go out and say, "Oh, look, it's a bathing spot."
Oh, we washing the piss and the shit. Oh, I'll rub it all over. You know?
What the fuck is up?
That's what they do. Fucking don't ask me. They're dumbass foreigners.
Okay.
You know? They
So any of you foreigners out there that...
Yeah, you dumb foreigners. You know, and I'm not...
bathe and
you know what? I'm talking about just dumbass third world motherfuckers.
And shower in your own piss and shit.
And you know they do. You know?
You seriously think so? Well, I know India. Okay, India, yeah. India, there's this spot that they go, and there is a lot of urine and feces that actually, they do. And that is true.
Parts of you know, like other parts of Asia, too, like China, I think it is.
China does it?
China or Japan. They have like real dirty water in certain places, and you know. So yeah, it's just. But it sounds just like somebody who's just. I mean, you can't be that stupid. I mean, if that's a white person doing this, then there's some real issues, man. I'm like, oh, no wonder Malcolm X said the black man is God.
So white people are supposed to be above this, but everybody else can be doing it?
Well, no.
I'm trying to understand what the hell you're saying here.
I'm just saying that.
Because I'm sitting on film with you, and I don't want to have a fucking bullseye on my head when I walk outside.
This is one dumbass white motherfucker.
I'm not going to follow you.
Well, either this is one dumb white motherfucker, or this is just one dumbass foreigner that just doesn't understand how things work, you know? And they're locking up the bathroom going, you know, oh, lock the bathroom, lock it up, you know. So,
and not to mention the footprints, the messy footprints.
What footprints?
And remember what we did the other day? We played Sherlock
Yeah,
Holmes.
we did.
We traced them back to find out
them.
where they came from.
Oh, nigga, where'd you find
They
it?
went back in all talk.
All the way, no, all the other direction, all the way down the hall.
The guy
You're
that I
not supposed
said
to
I
be squealing
thought.
on people.
The one.
You can't prove it. You can't prove it. You didn't see him walk out of the bathroom.
We saw his footprint.
But you can't prove it.
We can prove we
Well,
saw
it was
tracks
someone that
leading,
went-
leading from the
It was
bathroom
someone that-
down the hall.
No, I
It was someone that
followed
went
you.
into his office. I don't care if it's him, but it was
it
someone that
wasn't
went
him.
to his
Well,
office.
you can say that. You can say it was somebody that went into his office.
And that's what I'm saying. It was
But
someone
you
that went
don't-
into his
but
office.
you don't know who it was.
It's either one of his clients or him.
Or
Exactly
his family,
right.
or anybody that was there.
But
you
obviously
can't
they're
blame
connected to him
unless
in
you
some
see him sitting on the toilet squatting.
But that's the point, though. Here it is. You guys get blamed for it all the time.
Right.
Okay, but do you see those prints leading back to All Talk?
No.
They go the other way from
So
All
they
Talk.
can't blame us.
Right.
That's what I'm
exactly
that's what
right.
I'm
We
trying
don't
to
know who exactly in there did it, but we do know the prints went to there.
That's what I said. You can't blame them because we don't know. But
Someone in there did.
There's proof that somebody went from the bathroom to that room, but you don't know who. It could have been a client. It could have been a reindeer. It could have.
Well, no, it wasn't us.
Well, you know,
Right.
which is funny, though, too, because obviously, and I was talking to this lady who works at the front at my work, who works the front desk. She does what Francine does here, basically.
Yeah. Mhm.
And so we're talking, and she was telling me that people blamed me a bunch of times whenever there's something fucked up in the bathroom, like piss on the toilet seat.
Really?
Well, it's because
know.
you can't see. You do it all the time.
Of course, I'm just automatically, I'm the one pissing on shit. And she goes, I go to bat for you every time. She was like, you've been blind all your life. I know you know how to conduct yourself. I'm
What
like,
the heck?
exactly. And
My grandsons, they pee all over the place.
right, and they can see.
Yeah.
Thank God you said your grandson.
Especially if they're tall and the seat's down low. I've got a grandson that's almost 6 foot tall. He comes to my house and I got this little commode. What am I supposed to expect him to do? Pee in the tub? You know, he's not going to hit the bowl.
Why not? He does in the shower.
Have either of you ever had the
Blaming
thing where
somebody
the
because
toilet
shower.
seat falls down on you?
Oh, I've had Kim close.
From having two little brothers.
Oh.
I've seen it happen. It's not pretty.
Oh, shit. No, you know what I'll do? If there is a seat that's dangerous like that, what I'll do is I'll hold it and while I'm pissing. You know what I'm saying?
Good thought.
So one hand holds my dick, one hand holds the toilet seat.
So, Maxwell, whoever's blaming you, you tell them to come in and watch you as you pee.
That's what I want to do.
That's
wanna
what you
watch me
do.
piss?
Yeah.
Here, watch
Keep
me
the
piss.
door up, watch me, and then tell me what I did wrong.
That's what I want to do.
That's what you do.
I'm not volunteering for that.
No, tell the lady.
Yeah, she's not the one blaming me. She
Oh.
goes to bat for me. She's
Oh,
the one that
okay.
tells them, no, it's not Maxwell.
Oh, okay.
You know, generally it's the one that tells you they're going to bat for you is the one that's really telling everybody.
And then she turns right around and
Well, I'll come down,
just give him a break.
Maxwell, and
Just
I'll
fine.
leave the door open by mistake, and I'll let them watch you.
There you go. Everyone watch me piss, just so you know I'm not doing this shit.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad when you
that's
got to
not-
prove that stuff. You know what I'm
Isn't
saying?
it? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Well, and she was saying too, like she goes, it's usually the people that are doing it are the ones that try to throw it off on anyone.
Yeah.
So they'll throw it on you, like oh, it's got to be Maxwell.
It's not me.
Were they also stuffing the toilet seat things into the...
Yeah, well, that too.
Yeah.
They're doing that over your place too?
Yep, they would do that, or they would stuff.
So it's not just here.
No, it's
So
a
I
public
think-
I
toilet.
think there's a bathroom bandit
I
that just
think-
travels around to different office bathrooms.
Does
I
it?
think
Fucks them up.
we'll come to your place, and I'll just hide out, and then I'll catch them. I'll open up the door. I won't feel bad about it. I will catch them as they're doing it. I will catch them. Say,
you missed a spot.
See, gotcha.
And she wonders why I don't want her gone with me tonight.
You don't have to be ashamed of me. I'm cool.
Why don't you hide inside the light fixture?
I would love to, but I can't fit. Maybe a couple glasses of wine will help me.
There you go. Just don't move. You'll be all right.
No, she'll think she fits them, but doesn't really, but she'll think she does.
Give me enough wine, I probably would.
Anything will be possible.
Yeah. Sorry, Maxwell.
Well, we tried. So, yeah, that was the thing. We have the idiot locking the bathroom and just a bunch of great bathroom stuff.
Fuck?
Huh.
My Facebook says I live in Spring Valley, Nevada.
That's nice. Why aren't you there?
Oh, you know why Spring Valley is this area?
It is. Yes, it is.
Oh, well, I don't
Spring
know.
Valley.
Like the area I live is Paradise Valley.
Yeah.
They're just sections of Las Vegas.
Guess I live in Spring Valley then.
Like you'll see people that say
Yeah,
Winchester, Nevada.
I used to live in Paradise too.
Paradise Valley, yep.
And
Then
then
it's Winchester.
I've never lived in Paradise, trust me.
I like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Paradise was interesting.
I don't know where Winchester. I don't know what's Winchester. Is that like more north?
It is hot in here.
It is fucking hot. It is hot.
I'm not. I feel the
Extremely
air.
hot.
Isn't there air
Yeah,
on?
you're sitting under the air conditioner. That's
I
why.
must-
No, they
Yeah.
probably turned it off, and it's,
No, it's running. I can hear it.
It's just
I can
all
hear it
talk
running
here.
too.
Yeah.
You turn the air off.
Yeah. Well, fuck them guys. They're going to shit
They
all
don't
over
mind.
anyhow.
They don't mind.
They're just animals.
They're going to
What
shit
the
all
fuck?
over and rub themselves in it. They'll cool them down.
Let's make them feel like they're in the jungle, like they really are, how they really behave. So just turn the
Fucking
goddamn
animals.
air off. They don't deserve air, bastards.
Want some
Tell
water?
'em.
Yeah.
You can drink it right from my spigot.
Oh, give it to me.
That's what he'll sound like.
So anyway, yeah, that's should I do my SMJ?
Yes.
Already?
Yes.
Yeah, you know why?
It's 10 till.
I know, but you know what? We got Santiago coming in next hour, and I want to talk about
That's why
something.
he's coming at 8 o'clock, right?
Yeah, I want to talk about something.
You're making Bunny Rabbit all happy now.
Yeah, I know. She wants an SMJ, so you know what? We're going to do an SMJ. It's pretty short.
Are you going to nail a little bit of what you had today happen in there?
Oh, you mean the pizza?
Yeah. Are you going to?
We'll talk about that. Sure.
I don't know.
Sure.
Just kind of wondering if you was, you wasn't.
If it makes you happy. No, actually, there was a little bit of SMJ. So let's do it. Let's go, guys.
Okay. You want to do an
Here we go.
SMJ?
We're going to do an SMJ. Here we go.
And
Bunny Rabbit's going to back me up in this. Here we go. Gotta save that blind man. Gotta save him from danger. Gotta save that blind man. Gotta save him from strangers. Okay. Now, first of all, here's what I gotta say about sighties. Sighted people cannot fucking give directions.
There's
for
3
shit.
of us in here, remember that.
You sighted motherfuckers can't give. Okay, now what is this? Why do you guys always give it in measurements? Well, if you walk down the wall, go 3/4 of the way, then make a left, then go 4 feet, then make a left. Hey, I'm not a fucking human measuring stick.
Real quick, I can explain this. It's
Okay.
the difference between men and women. Men give directions by
There's a
actual
difference?
north, south, whatever. Women give directions by actual objects, such as turn left at the red sign, and then make a right
but
at the Walmart.
Men
We
and
do-
women both do that to me.
We do it
They
better.
do,
We
yeah.
do it better by visual things because that we see it, but men are better at directions such as
No,
head
Men are
north.
not
I've had men do the
north
same.
and then
I've had men
west.
do the same thing. Oh, just go a few feet to your left, and then you make a right.
Yeah,
and you
men, that's what men usually do. I don't know about women. I don't know.
This was a
I
woman
get
today.
frustrated with both.
This is a woman today. I was at Bureau of Services for the fucking blind.
Well, shouldn't you be there?
And well, of course I was. I was there working with my case.
Of course you should be.
So I was there and I talked to.
God bless you.
I was at. God love you. God love you. So, because he wouldn't love you normally.
He obviously didn't. He didn't give you a sight when you were born.
So I asked the secretary.
He was smart.
I said, "Excuse me, can you tell me where the bathroom is in here?" And she goes, "Oh, okay. When you walk out the door there, past the elevator, make a left and go 3/4 of the way down, then make another left, and then it'll be on the
yeah,
on the
that's
right
not
hand."
fair.
Yeah, and I'm just like, what is this measuring stick shit?
Yeah.
3/4 of the left, and
Down from
and
what?
So go 4/4 all the way down, and then just walk back half a quarter.
Yeah, everybody. I mean, or they'll do it in like increments of like measurements, and you're going, I don't fucking know what
Well, if I could
three-quarters
know
would
what
be.
the entire measurement was, then I'd be able to tell
2 feet to
three-quarters
your
of the
left
way.
and 3 feet to your right.
Oh, I've had people do that all the time.
Well,
Yeah.
3/4 of the way would mean you'd have to have sight to know what 3/4 would be
Yeah.
of that entire destination.
Thank you. Exactly. See, there you go. That's the whole thing. You know, it's just like,
That's horrible.
why the fuck do they do that?
That is not fair.
I don't know. I mean, maybe that works for sighted people, but it sure the fuck doesn't work for me.
Nah, it doesn't
And then, of
work.
course,
Ding, 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 ding.
I'm walking around. I'm looking for the bathroom. I'm like, where the fuck is the goddamn
Okay,
bathroom?
3/4.
And yeah, I'm feeling the walls and I'm checking the doors.
You
I'm
got to
like,
pee
okay.
3/4 of the way in the toilet.
Yeah. I'll stand 3/4 of the way back and piss. That's what I'll do. So yeah, I'm walking around, and of course there isn't a sighty in sight. You know, nobody's around, so I can ask them.
So you could ask them what 3/4 is.
Excuse me, where's the fucking bathroom in here? You know, when you need them, they're nowhere to be found. You know, when you're visibly struggling.
Well, wait a minute. I thought they were sighties who were giving you the directions.
They gave me the directions earlier. That's what
That's
I
what I'm
talked
saying. So you wanted a sighty to give you more fucking directions?
Well,
Isn't it right down the hallway
It's
there?
like-
I thought it was.
It's like when you're in a strange land, you need the stranger to
Yeah,
you know,
unfortunately,
show you around.
that's what sucks. You're forced to depend on them, but
Yeah.
yet they're hard to depend on. You know what I'm saying?
So wait a minute. Do you like us or not?
Well, not that I don't like sighted people. I
don't.
You guys should just be fucking stupid
I don't.
sometimes.
He hates
that's all.
everyone equally.
No,
I'm not
it
prejudiced.
is.
I hate everybody equally.
It is true. It is true.
Are you blind?
Sighted people are stupid.
Yeah,
They are. They can't see in front the nose in front of their face. They can't
Yeah.
because you go talk to them and they're
Actually,
just
I
like
can't see my nose in front of my face unless I close one
cross-eyed.
eye and look, then close the other eye and look the other way. Then I can kind of see
Well,
the
you've
side of
actually
my
tried
nose.
that?
Well, you can look in a
Damn.
mirror. Gotcha.
I love how a sighted person can be facing you and walk right into you.
Yeah, I know.
I'm like, whoa, how did you do that?
I know.
How the fuck did at least for me, I'll listen for people the best I can. But in their
People
case,
just walk right into you.
oh, I want people just bam, like in a casino or
Oh,
something.
yeah, and they don't even say excuse me. It's just
Oh
like
no, yeah, actually that happens all the time.
But no
they
honesty.
run right into you, like they're like you're not there. You're invisible.
One of my favorite things to do is like when you're in a big crowd. I used to do this in the hallways at school because there'd always be so many people, like big sea of crowd. So I just walk like straight down the middle, and then people either run into you or they have to step away.
How hard is it to see?
Should ask that question.
Well, it is. How hard is it if you're
If you're
have
sighted,
something and sighted and you have something right in front of you? How hard is that?
Well, how many people do you notice walking down the street are always looking down and not looking up?
No, they're looking at their phones.
yeah, that too.
all the time, all the time.
Totally fucking
People
oblivious to
walk
everything.
across the street with their phones.
Yeah.
They drive me nuts with their phone. Well, I don't know what the hell these people did before they got a phone because obviously they didn't have a life.
Max, if you were sighted, you would be doing the same thing we do. The only reason you don't is you're blind.
Well, that's it. I think I'm more aware.
Yes, that's what it is.
You have to be, or you
are
get
not
plowed
aware.
the fuck over by a car.
Exactly.
But
the
they-
point
yeah,
is, as a sighted person, wouldn't you want to take the same
That's
precautions?
it. That's it.
I mean, especially when you have the see, this is the bitch. You have the tool to do so, but you choose not to use it.
Yep, that's it.
You know, that's like saying, "Well, I have air conditioning, but what are you fucking doing?" He moves my mic like a bitch.
That's for that fucking gay guy joke earlier.
Well, what? How many of those gay guy jokes? A bunch of those. You're gonna get plowed in the colon hole, by the way. And so.
But it is true. You know,
Yeah,
you've got
when you have the tools to do it,
and you don't use it.
and it's like saying, well, you know what? We have air conditioning, but we're not going to turn it on
No.
because there's no reason to. Well, why is there no reason? Well, because it costs money. That's
Okay,
why.
let me explain something to you as a sighted person.
That's
Okay,
funny.
please do.
Sighted people will actually sometimes have a lot in their mind. When you are picturing
Oh, and
inside
we
of your
don't.
head, no,
We
but
got more on our
you have
mind.
not actually visually seen anything to understand what the pictures we get in our head.
Okay.
Sometimes the pictures in our head are just as vivid as what reality is.
That's
So
true.
sometimes, if you are in your mind so much thinking about something, you totally forget what's going on around you, and in your mind, you get the visual of what you've got. That's just how it works.
Okay, but look, I get a lot of shit going through my head too. I have a lot of thoughts and stuff.
Right.
going
You
through my
do,
head.
but it's not the same visual. We get a
He's
picture.
like, I think things too.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
I'm not
there-
totally.
I walked out in front of that
there's-
car. I didn't see it.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
excuse me.
other thing. I mean, it's not like just because you have extra sight, and there's things you see in your head. There's sounds in my head. There's music in my head. I'll be walking sometimes, just totally fucking. I got a song
Jamming.
playing in my head. Yeah, I do. I really do.
Yeah.
And
Be cute.
But you still have to be aware of where you're going.
That's the point. You know, I can have a lot going on too, but at the same time,
I get hit by that car.
But see,
that was my fault.
Sighted people.
That was my fault because I didn't realize how sight worked.
Sighted people
And
take it for
the point is,
for granted.
My point is that you still thought whatever you thought. You still were in your own thing at that time. You got hit by a car.
But if you have
so
it
you're
to
nailing
use
every.
it,
It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean just because I have a dick. I'm not fucking all the time. I mean, it doesn't mean you use it constantly.
I didn't want to hear that.
See, that's why you're not going to crave.
Yeah, 'cause you're a fucking man tonight.
Oh, you had to go there, didn't you?
He took you there.
No, someone's taking him there.
Yeah. but that's true. You know, I mean, I do not understand how people can be on their phone 24/7. I mean, it's totally ridiculous.
Yeah.
They can't go anywhere without their damn phone. They got to have it on, and they're texting 24/7. It's very annoying.
See, now when you're making a point,
Yeah.
now all of a sudden he's
so
putting his hand up and doing stupid shit.
Yeah. But it's annoying to someone who is sighted because you're talking to somebody and and then you walk, you see these people going down the street and you're driving a car and you're going, oh my God, is that person going to look up or am I going to hit that person? So if you hit that person because they're so engulfed in whoever's
like Facebook and shit. I know what you're saying. Because what do you got in yours right now?
Right.
So
I do, but I'm here. I'm not going to hurt. I'm not hurting anybody with that.
And when reality tries to wake them up, they get indignant. That's the other thing too.
Yeah.
You'll have fuckers that will, you blow the horn at them or something. Like, I've been riding with people and they'll honk the horn.
Yeah.
And they have it ever flip you off. Like, what? I was looking at something on Facebook, dickhead.
I know.
Oh my God.
I was talking to my friend. Oh, excuse me. I hit you because you were talking to your friend. I'm going to jail because you were too busy and you couldn't take a couple of seconds to look up and know you're going across the street.
You know what? You can't go with us tonight because I don't believe you're my mom. You're his. You guys eat the same fucking amount of food. You guys are on the same fucking team.
Well, I can't.
It's just the kind of.
It is true. It is true.
Just how you see things. I mean, it's kind of like, again.
Look, I'm not defending all sighties, but there are times. I'm not going to sit here and say I haven't done dumb shit. And you can't either.
No,
because I know we all have. I turned around and walked into a fucking wall. I don't
walk around and we laugh at ourselves when we do it.
Right.
These are people that genuinely swear up and down that they're fucking, their shit doesn't stink. That they're fucking, 100%, their urine is served at black tie affairs.
It might be. I don't know.
I've
some stuff that tastes like urine.
You just get concerned that if somebody's crossing a street and they're looking at their phone and you can't stop and you hit them, it's your fault whether they were looking at their phone or not. So
how do we get from a bathroom to crossing a fucking street on a cell phone?
Because it's the way people
don't pay
are.
the fuck attention.
Yeah, people don't pay attention. My grandkids are like that. You get them in there. You get them in
That's
there
something
with
you can pay attention to.
What?
Oh, we're right back, bitches.
Jimmy Black. What up, though? It's the undeniable JT Money, a.k.a. the Bitchizer, and you tuned in to STIM Radio with Maxwell Silverhammer and GJ the Jerk Man. Heavy that. And guess what? They hate hoes almost as much as I do. So don't sleep on these cats. And speaking of sleeping, don't forget to check out my new single, Hustling, from my new project, Morning Wood. It's going down heavy, baby. And speaking of being out, I'm out like a busted traffic, like you already know. Get him, Jay!
If you're a fan of hip-hop and R&B, join me, the Bruh Ren, for a full non-stop hour of back-to-back slappers. That's back-to-back slappers. Where the playlist spans from genres like R&B, soul.
I love you. You were my girl.
Hip-hop bangers like 25 sitting on 25 mil,
I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Rest in peace, Mac Dre. I'ma do it for the bay, okay? Getting paid, we'll holler whenever that stop. My team good, we don't really need a mascot.
Classic throwbacks, life.
Well, I'm peeping and I'm creeping and I'm creeping. But I damn near got caught, cause my beeper kept beeping. Now it's time for me to make my impression felt. So sit back, relax, and strap on your seatbelt. You've never been on a ride like this before.
Every Friday night at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And Saturday at midnight Eastern Standard Time. Only on the Tough Love Show on JNJ.FM.
Answer me this. When did having a lot of YouTube hits and hella MySpace friends begin to determine whether a rapper has good music or not? Let's be serious. You wouldn't trust half of these people to wash your car or your dog. But you gonna let these people determine what music you listen to? That's crazy. You gotta be a leader, man, not a follower. And check out that classic album by your boy Black Ice, 5.0 Reasons, 10th Anniversary, 1998 to 2008. It's that classic Bay Area G-Funk and Mob Moves. Sample the entire album at cdbaby.com, rhapsody.com, Napster, and
Hello,
iTunes.
ladies and gentlemen. I'm Maxwell Silverhammer of the award-winning Shit That Irks Me. Now, usually, I'm joking and having fun and laughing. But in this case, I'm here to talk about something very serious. There's a phenomenon that's going on all over this country. It's called dimpling or dimple caking. That's right. There are lonely-ass, poor, sorry sons of fucking bitches that have no friends, no life, and nothing really going on for themselves. So they need people to talk to. So what they'll do is they'll call your phone. And usually what you'll do, being the heartless son of a bitch that you are, you'll just let the phone ring and roll it into your voicemail. And then you sit there and you contemplate, oh no, I have to call this person back. I have to call this person back, knowing that there's quite the chore that's in front of you. What do you do? If you're the heartless son of a bitch that never calls them back, you need to stop now. You need to call that person back and do your dimple duty. That's right. It is your dimple duty to make sure that this person is happy and content and feels worth. That's right. This person needs to feel like they have some worth. So, do your dimple duty today. Thank you. I am Maxwell Silverhammer with a public service announcement.
Do you hate women that you can't fuck? Have you tried to rub your dick on some woman's foot and she turned you down?
What the fuck are you doing?
Well, if so, you need Game for the Mentally Lame. That's right. If you're a mental retard and women are trying to kill you with their Google Cheesy Leezy, then this is the book for you. That's right. Learn brand new pickup lines. Hey, baby, you hear my fake? Wanna hear on it?
No, I don't want to sit on your face, but I'd like to split your fucking lip.
Or you can also learn brand new ways of being smooth and romantic with the come-ons. Hey, how about we go have some choochie, and then after that, we can go to the rum runner.
Great, just what I've always wanted, my own drunken alcoholic retard. No thanks.
So see, the proof is in the tard. So get Game for the Mentally Lame for only $19.99 if you call now. Order Game for the Mentally Lame for all tards and those who can't quite get it. He was a young white kid from the suburbs who had it all. Yo, Pops, when you gonna paint my motherfucking Bentley and shit? Sorry, son, I'll get to it. It's just been very hectic down at the office. But he wanted something more. Yo, I wish I could be a G, dog. He wanted to come from those mean streets and be a G like his compadres that he looked up to. Yo, man, if only I could have a gack, dude. I'd bust the most caps out of any G. Then he met Jay Fucker on MySpace, where he learned to rock up that crack cocaine with the dopest of OGs from the street. Yo, we gonna hit the track right now, and we gotta slang these hover rocks to these motherfucking fiends, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude, can I roll with you, dog? Can I roll in your 6'4"? It's a tale of urban struggle. Yo, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive out in this bitch, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude, I can dig it, It was a tale of romance. Hey, dog, you mind if we sleep in the same bed? Gerald Jisenbag and Harold Hardcock give it 2 thumbs up. It's Black Cock Down. At last, the wait's finally over. Be Sick returns from a long hiatus with a brand new album entitled Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Available for digital download only.
Be Sick's no punches pulled approach on the mic gives listeners what they want as well as gives the rap game a well-deserved kick in the ass with such hard-hitting gems as the title track, Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Mr. Zero fucking tolerance, you fakes ain't your fun. My tongue's replacing the gun, my toleration is none. Fucking Buster and I bitch up.
Or the laid-back, fun-filled street anthem entitled Change of Pace, featuring Ghost.
This is something to bump as a gift to the haters, so turn it up loud just to piss off your neighbors. And if you out rolling, you be getting a ticket. And if you
Straight to the guts, blind to the facts.
Blind to the facts that your mind's in a trap. Blind to the facts that with time we adapt. Blind to the facts of what you don't understand. Blind to the facts by the media scans. Blind to the facts of what you read in a book. Blind to the facts of
Download your copy today of Mr. Zero Tolerance from www.cdbaby.com or go to www.cdbaby.com/cd/bsick2. Download your copy today. Keep the realness in the rap game.
We are anonymous, and you're listening to Maxwell Silverhammer
Fuck that guy.
and DJ Jerkman,
Yes, fuck that guy too.
only on STEM Radio.
Damn, this shit really irks me.
STIM Radio. STIM Radio.
Oh, yes, bitches. Segment 3, Hour 2. And these guys are readjusting the camera real quick.
Please don't mind the video.
Yeah, well, you probably saw something drop that was... We think it's Robert. I think Robert likes Friday nights. It's like...
something happened last Friday, didn't it?
Well, that was that one night. Remember when I thought you were in here? And still want you guys to watch that video. I wonder if we see something on the camera.
I got so many videos to watch.
I know you do. Because, yeah. So, all right. I guess Master Joda is not here, huh?
Not yet.
Not yet. He's on his way.
Is on his way.
Yep.
Okay. Well, maybe we can get started on this kind of thing.
All right.
So I was talking to driver Darren last night.
We're getting into relationships now.
Yes, his relationship, and he's been having some issues. His girlfriend sounds like she's getting tired of him
already.
Yeah, well, but he sounds a bit much.
You're saying he sounds needy?
Yeah, that's sounding like that. But you know what? There's always that one person that's always the needier person in the relationship.
You think?
Or two, the person who gives a shit. Well, I guess here's the thing. This is what's
Truly,
interesting.
is it more needy or is it just cares more? Which is it? Or you think it's a combo of the two?
That's a good question. You're right, because that's very subjective.
Right. How do you know which?
You might see that person as needy, but to that person,
I just care.
They're trying to show affection.
Right, because they really do care for you.
Right.
That's interesting. So
There is a difference, though.
Okay.
I mean, there is a difference for sure.
Yeah.
But I think, it's really hard to say because obviously I'm not in the relationship. I don't know.
All right.
But I guess here's what the point I was getting at. So they're talking about, I guess he said that he doesn't feel that the argument they had the other day was totally resolved. So he wants to fix it still, so he brought something up about it again. And I guess she got to her, yeah, in a text message.
Okay.
And she said, I hate when you bring up...
First of all, you never text it to the woman you're with. Unless you really want to pay hell.
See, there you go with that phone thing again.
Yeah, there's the texting.
Because you might get ran over by a car.
You'll love this part. So she said, I don't like when you text about negative things. It makes me have a bad day.
Yeah, everything's positive.
So who's the needy one in this relationship and who's not?
Well,
it's...
What, you getting high sniffing that stuff over there or what?
That's keeping me calm.
What is it?
You don't see me angry, do you?
What is it?
It's working.
What is it?
It's rose water or something. I don't.
It's that stuff that you were given.
She gave it to me and she told me to sniff it. That's what I'm doing.
Damn. Okay.
Never expected to hear you say that.
Yeah, that does sound a little interesting. So the negative, she's like, I don't like the negative stuff. It's making me have a bad day. So then he said something about, well, I like to, mix the positive with negative to try to have a positive outcome. And so
she said this?
Darren said this.
Okay.
So then she wrote back and she goes, true. And when he's telling the story, he goes, so she said true. So she agrees wholeheartedly. And I'm like,
well, that's diving a little deep.
Exactly. That's what I said. I said, well, dude, that doesn't sound like wholeheartedly. So
he's about to be single is what's going on.
Oh, it's totally what's going on. But here's the thing. And then he starts reading me all the texts, right? And and from his text start out like, oh, darling, I can't stop thinking about you. I love you so much. Blah, 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 blah. All the mushy gushy barf shit. And so she's
mushy gushy barf shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, go read his profile on Plenty of Fish.
It's probably full of mushy gushy barf. But so then she writes back and says, "Oh, thank you." And so which is very, it's kind of like, "Oh, thank you." Yeah, okay. And so then
thank you.
So then he writes back and he's like, "Well, I wouldn't say it if I didn't mean it, baby," or something like that. And so her text back was, "Okay, I get it. LOL." And but that's pretty open ended too. That could be
Because she put the LOL at the end.
Yeah, that's that he.
But she's saying I get it means he's pushing it into the ground. The point he's trying to make.
Right, but she put the LOL to soften that a little bit. I guess that's probably what that was.
It doesn't hurt him because it's on a text and everybody can see your text, and she doesn't want to feel like
you can't hear the tone.
You're right. You can't hear the tone, so you don't really know what was intended.
See, I was laughing.
But here's the thing, though.
I get it.
And this is what I told him when we pulled up because I said, "Well, man," I said, "What's going on here? Is it looks like you're doing all the lovey-dovey shit, but you're not getting it reciprocated."
That's true. You're right.
And well, then he says to me, "Yeah, well, the thing is, she's not used to that. Her exes never did that." And I'm thinking, okay, now here's a red flag right here.
That is a red flag.
You're already talking about some shit your exes did when they're clearly your exes, right? They're out of your life. So why are they even being brought up here in this equation? Then I realized it, and this just came the fuck out of my mouth as we were pulling into the parking lot of my complex, and I said,
"Gary?
Oh, you son of a bitch."
Had to throw that in, didn't he?
Hey, he threw it in, not me.
So, yeah, I kind of figured that was going to be bad when I said it. So then I said to him, I said, "Well, you're the one that's telling her she's beautiful and all this stuff. She's not saying that back to you." And then he goes, "Yeah, well, she doesn't believe that she's beautiful." And I said, "Ah." So in other words, and this is where I said to him, "You know what, man? Women that don't hold as high regard for themselves as you do, you shouldn't be dating."
That's true.
Because obviously when you're telling, and this goes for man or woman, when you're giving that other person praise, you're giving them praise because, let's be honest, you're fishing for it back. You want it back because you
Is that
feel.
what you do?
Yeah. Yes, I think anybody does.
Okay.
Because you want it back. Because you feel you deserve it back. Because you do deserve it back.
Because if you care for somebody, you want them to come back with caring for you.
Right.
But if you have to keep feeding into their negativity and make them think that they're all this and they're not, like if you say to the guy, "Well, you're really a good guy and you really do this," and the guy doesn't respond, and what happens is you try to compensate because you don't think you're getting through to them, and you want them to really understand that you love them.
Right. Well, see, the thing is, go ahead.
And then there's the cases of the people that don't have the love or the respect or whatever for
themselves. That's it. That's just where I'm going.
They're looking for it through that other person instead of having it for themselves to give to another person.
Well, but see, that's the point, though.
But you can't get love from somebody if they don't think
love
highly
yourself.
of them. Yeah, that's it.
And that's it, because in your mind, when you're saying those things, you feel that you are just as worthy of those compliments.
Right.
That's why you're saying it.
Right.
And then when that's not coming back to you, obviously what that shows is, hey, this person in their mind feels they're not worthy of that stuff.
It's like this. You're trying to have somebody else make you feel better.
Yeah. So all of a sudden, they're going, you're saying, "I love you, baby. I want you." And then, "Thank you."
Yeah.
That's really nice.
Red flag. That is a big red flag.
Yeah, to me, that's why I said, man, this sounds like if this person didn't hold themselves as in high regard as you do, then you need to leave it.
Because if they can't love themselves, they're not going to love you.
That's it.
And then you're going to have to keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them until you get so frustrated, and then you just want to walk away because you get pissed.
Well, that's it, because you're putting so much into that relationship.
Yes, and you think you're going to get it reciprocated, and it isn't.
And they're dragging you down.
Yes, and then you start getting like, "What's wrong with me? What did I do wrong? Why don't they believe me? Well, how can I make them feel better? How can I show them that I really mean this?"
Right.
And before you know it, you're drugged down to their level, and then they laugh at you and walk away.
Well, how many times? I mean, I don't know.
It's true.
They have to laugh at you when they're walking away.
They do because they think you're a jackass, is what it is.
Well, how many times have you, Jerkman, heard, "I don't deserve you"?
Yeah.
Or you're too good for me.
Me personally?
Yeah. I've actually heard that several times. People have said that to me.
No.
No one's ever said that to you?
No. I've had one person, well,
I've had people say
Now, this
that
should
to
have been
me.
a red flag for me, really.
It was something totally different, but no, I've never had anybody say that to me.
I have.
I've had 2 people say it to me.
People just walk away from me.
Well,
because they just know I've got a smart-ass comment. So it's better than to say nothing and just walk.
Yeah, maybe they just don't even want to go there.
Maybe,
I don't know. But no, seriously, that's the reason, when you say those things and you try to, okay, well, here, I'll bring it for Jerkman, like with you and Bentley. When you would try to show affection, you were doing that in the hopes of receiving it back reciprocally, because obviously you felt you were worthy of that, where she, in fact, did not. You know what I'm saying? So she didn't love herself as much as you loved yourself. So there we go. There was the end. That's why that relationship went where it went. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously that's why you were doing that.
When I
because
really been loving myself a lot for 2 years now.
well, that's good. That's good you love yourself. But, the thing is, if you can't find somebody who loves themselves, and believe me, there are a lot of people who
It's
don't.
really hard to be with someone with low self-esteem.
Yeah, because actually, you know what, man? There are a lot of people that don't love themselves.
But a lot of people
Not
have
a
low
lot.
self-esteem.
There's the majority of the world that doesn't, because you got all these people that are trying to feed they need people to
Trying to feed the hungry in Africa?
No, they're trying to get people to feel bad for them, and then when the person does feel bad for them, after a while they go, "Oh, piss on you, you're needy."
Piss on you?
Yeah, and they walk away.
Is that like that place you were talking about where they all bathe in their own urine?
They're bathing on my land in their own piss.
Yeah, because if you have to feed somebody 24/7 and
But
tell
you're not
them
getting
that
anything in return. That's the
yeah,
thing.
well, you are. You're getting depressed.
Oh, yeah,
and you're getting down, and then you
but
end
you're
up
getting like them.
And yeah, what
wanna
happens
drag
is
you down to their
you
level.
get down to their level. You're right, Maxwell. You get down to their level, and then they turn around and say, "Well, I can't be with somebody as negative as you are."
Yeah.
No, it is.
They will turn it on you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they'll
that's
turn it
just-
on you.
There we go.
Got it for you. I can tell you're excited.
There you go. There it went.
Yeah, and that is true.
Jerkman hit my dinger.
So you've got to
I'm
find
going to do some more dingers tonight.
You really
I
got
bet you will.
to find somebody who has enough love for themselves, and usually somebody who has enough love for themselves doesn't need anybody else.
And you know what? That's the problem.
Yeah.
The problem is
Catch-22.
there are so many people that actually don't love themselves.
So if you have so much love for yourself and you don't need anybody,
It's
then-
not. No.
this
That's
does not
no.
weigh out right
no.
here.
No. That's not it. I'm not saying that. What it is you know that you're okay. And you don't need somebody
to complete you.
Yes, you don't need somebody to complete you, but you do want to be with somebody. Okay.
Yeah, if someone comes along, you'll take it.
What is wrong with somebody to complete somebody else?
There's
Because
nothing wrong with
it's
that.
not about
Okay, just
completing you
covering that.
if you're already.
But the people that go, I guess what she's saying is those who go out and chasing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Because
saying?
most marriages and most relationships that's ever lasted, whether it be man, woman, woman,
Yeah,
man,
whatever.
doesn't matter. They end up being to where one has the other doesn't, the other has the other
But
doesn't.
if you have
and that's
to-
what balances it
But
out.
I know, but the thing is
That's
this.
why they call yin and yang,
No,
female, male,
the thing
opposites.
Well, the thing is this. I think what I hear Maxwell saying, and I've heard this before, that in order for somebody to love you, you have to care about yourself. So if you're willing to chase somebody who is so depressed and so
what if you just like that
if you
person?
have to keep telling that person over and over again how
Well, I can
great
see
they
that.
are.
I can see that. That I
Yeah,
understand.
it's almost
then
like
it's
you're
not-
reinforcing something that doesn't need to be.
Yeah, because you're
It's like
because
Obama
you
campaigning
gotta-
after he got in office.
Yeah, you got to spend all your time around these people who are so negative that you're never going to
I
get
hate
out of
negative
it.
people.
And then when
Son of
you
a bitches.
and you're never ever going to
Piss
get
me
them
off.
to love themselves.
Well,
you're
that-
never going to do that.
Negativity
And,
just pisses
well,
me
that's
off.
the whole thing. When you're out there chasing something, relationships, the best relationships come in a spontaneous manner.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, it does.
And trust me, hey, Jerkman, I'm saying this shit because I'm hoping that I can follow my own advice.
Yeah,
gonna say.
and,
You know what I'm saying?
and it is hard
That's
because
why I'm doing this shit.
because there's so
Putting it
many
out there.
Yeah, there's so many people out there, and I mean so many people that all you hear about is, oh, I'm not beautiful, or oh, I look like this, or oh, my life is
Well, I
sucks,
think
and oh, blah
most-
blah, and then you get somebody, you drag somebody into it, and they say, oh no,
Most
I
people
think
will
you're
find
beautiful.
themselves totally different looking than someone else may. So
And-
you will
and
look
that-
at yourself in the mirror
that's
and find
good too,
fault.
and that's good
That's
too.
just normal. That's human.
Everybody does, but they don't go out going, oh, poor me. Look at me, I'm ugly. Look at me, I'm fat. Look at
A lot
me,
of
I'm
people
skinny.
do.
I know,
and
but
a
that's
lot,
the
too.
kind of people you don't need to be with, because what you're going to do is they're constantly going to drag it out of you. Oh, tell me I'm beautiful. Oh, and then they don't believe it.
Yeah.
And
They
then
just
they
wanna
turn
hear it.
around. Then after a while, they get sick
I
and
tell
tired of
Chewy
you.
Lewinston every morning.
Yes, and look what he
I
does.
give him lovey puppy
Yes,
head.
and what does Chewy Lewinston do? He growls at you.
That's because I asked him. I said, "Don't you get grumpy?" And he goes,
And he gets grumpy.
See,
but that's it. I mean, you can't survive with a person who needs. There's a difference between love and there's a difference between needing somebody to constantly
It's
reinforce.
like those people who they're in love with the idea of being in love, not
Yes,
with the person.
yes.
That's why those date sites are not good places
That's
to
true.
meet people.
That's true. That's
because
true.
it's a bunch of people that either A, you're right, are needy and just will fall in love with the first thing, or B, the fuckhead who will just take anything that comes their way and will take abuse and all kinds of other stuff.
But what happens is you just get drained. I mean, you can only try to build somebody's self-esteem before you tear yourself down trying, and then you feel like them. And then they turn around and say, well, I can't be with you because you're negative.
"You know what? I just realized something here tonight.
What?
I have realized you like older women. She's single. You guys are almost the same, so I'm starting to fucking think something here."
No, it's because we
Don't you agree with
understand.
this shit though, man?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't. He just thinks that you go around 10 women and you to try to build them up and build them up.
Yeah,
and
well,
then,
no, you
then when-
don't.
then
I
when-
don't believe
then when
that. That's putting words in my mouth, though.
He tells people what he sees and what he feels, and he's genuine about it, okay?
Right,
But
okay.
then they use him, and then after they use him to get what they want, they turn around and say, well, you're holding me back. You're the thing
Not
that
every-
you're the worst
V,
thing that ever
yeah,
happened to me.
V, okay, that happened.
But V
And
didn't
it
love
is.
herself.
V, right,
No, she
well,
didn't, and most of the people don't. So you have to find
But you got to
somebody.
remember, the whole relationship of me and hers was not nothing but bullshit.
But,
I mean,
but
it,
you
it
didn't
ended-
feel that way.
Huh?
You didn't feel that way. You really cared about her. You really loved her, and you
Well,
did everything
sure.
you could. You did everything you could to build her
Isn't that what you
self-esteem.
do for somebody you love
no,
and care about?
No, because
Oh.
if that person loves
Damn,
you,
I've been doing it wrong the whole fucking time.
No, if that person loves you, they will be
Yeah.
okay with it, and they will be. They won't need you 24/7 to go through 18 years or whatever,
It wasn't
saying,
18, it was 12.
"Well, that's a long, that's a long time." to
You're talking
build
about your
somebody's
marriage, not
self-esteem up.
mine.
Yeah, I didn't
Well,
want.
but you're right. When you have to keep reinforcing,
Forcing it. I mean,
when
after
it
a
really
while.
doesn't need to be reinforced. Or if you do say, I guess
So reinforcement, you're talking as in you can't wake up
For
in the morning and
years.
say I love you.
No,
or,
for years, and they'll say, "Oh, well, don't look at me. I'm skinny. I'm too fat. I'm too ugly."
But people do that
by
all the time.
that
Or that's
time, by
yourself.
that time, they should know that you accept them for who they are, and they're a good person,
I
and
would,
they're okay.
I would say I would agree with that, but that's not true.
Okay,
Because
why?
if I was to say that, I'd be a hypocrite. Because I feel this thing about myself, and I'm sure everybody else does. You can look in a mirror. I don't look in the mirror every day and say, "Okay, you look at least this part's great, and maybe that part's."
But that's
People
life.
just-
Everybody
exactly
is.
right.
Everybody.
That is life.
I know, but the thing is, when you're with somebody who has to constantly be told, after a while, you start loving each other and you
I
accept
don't
each other
mind
for
telling
what.
the person I'm with that they're beautiful or
But-
I
but-
love
but
them
the
or
thi-
I
but-
don't. It doesn't bother
and,
me.
and I
think
know.
it should be.
I know. That's not what I'm
Because that's
saying.
more of an uplifting. It's not because they
No,
need
what
it to
I'm
feel
saying
good
is the
about
person
themselves.
don't accept it. They just
Do
have
you,
to have it over and over again.
when like to a friend, you always tell a friend, hey, "I'm glad you're my friend, man."
I bring up your self-esteem every day by telling you how much I hate your farts, and you just laugh the hell out of it because you love it.
Yeah, because I do.
See?
It's great.
But it is
So
true.
in a way, I do stroke your fucking.
after
you
so
do stroke
long,
Yeah, you stroke my
After-
fingers.
Yeah, I give you one for free because you're my friend.
after so long, you should get the idea that the guy that's with you or the woman that's with you really love you for who you are, and they don't care if you're fat or you're skinny
Yeah,
or,
and it shouldn't-
or
it
what.
shouldn't have
If
to be
only
Only that
reinforced.
could happen in
And it
real
shouldn't
life.
have to be
It
reinforced
does.
constantly.
It does if you get the right person, but you can't because there's too many people who don't do that. They have to suck the life out of people because their self-esteem
Like
is so
suckers.
low, and they do. They have to suck the life out of you, and then they turn around and say, "Oh, excuse me, it's your fault. You allowed me to do it."
So listeners,
I've
please
heard that.
avoid the life
Suckers.
suckers.
Yeah.
That's
that-
true. That's what
No.
I'm trying to. I'm doing that for myself too
Yeah.
because I want to follow my own advice.
Right.
If I'm with somebody and they're not reinforcing what I'm saying. If I say, "Hey, you're a beautiful woman," I want her to say, "No, you're beautiful too."
So I'm
Yeah.
going to prove to you you're nothing but a liar.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I am.
Go for it.
And how I'm going to do this is,
Yeah, it sees this.
what is semen?
What is semen?
Yeah. Foundations of life, right?
Sure.
So any girl you're going to be with the rest of your life, you're not going to want a blowjob
Yeah.
because that would be a life sucker.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You walked right into
Yeah,
that.
that was fucking.
All I'm saying is, if you can't see the weeds
Child
for
endangerment.
if you can't see the weeds for the
Actually,
flowers,
Jupin's the life sucker. He just sucked the life out of what we were talking about.
if you can't see the weeds for the flower, then you need to walk away.
Where'd you get that from? A book?
I just made it up.
I like it.
I just made it up.
It's
It's
good.
true.
You know,
It's
If you
true.
can't see the, what'd you say again?
Because the weeds
Weeds
will
from-
suck the life out of a flower.
So if you can't see the bad shit through the good shit.
Yeah, then there's something wrong. If that
shit.
That you did
I
say
say
shit.
shit.
Should
Why,
have said it
why
again.
don't I say it?
Because really,
I've
you-
never
you
heard
don't
it from
really-
you.
So there you go. So
You
she
didn't
hasn't
hear
heard
me
it.
say fuck either, did you?
Well, you know what?
Look at her face.
That surprised me. Wow.
I think bunny rabbits are going to have a heart attack. Look at her.
There are some times that I learned when you get older, I don't use that language. But I had an ex-husband, if I didn't say that, he didn't know I meant business. So that's where I learned it from, and I didn't say it until I was 38 years
Those
old.
fucking weeds. You mean business, right?
That's right.
Got to show those weeds.
Who the fuck's in charge?
Anyhow,
Like
it's
when your
just
parents use your middle name, you know you're in it.
Oh, yeah. Your
I
full
never,
name.
I never used my kids' full name.
Really?
Never.
Oh.
Jimmy, get over here!
And that's all you'd have to hear to know you were in trouble.
Yep, that was it.
You didn't, use the middle name?
My kids got the eye. If
Oh.
I looked at
She's
you and I
Italian,
gave
you
you a
get the
dirty
evil eye.
eye, you better walk straight and sit down.
Oh, I got the middle name.
That's how we grew up. We grew up with our parents looking at us and giving us the eye, and you knew you didn't move because your butt was
This is
grass.
kind of
and
weird
they
here.
were-
This goes like a pyramid in a way.
What?
Why is that?
I got the eye. You got the middle name. He got the penis.
I got the penises right. Sitting directly to my right. And, you know, they do say you are what you eat, which you'll be eating plenty tonight.
Oh, wow,
so guess
really?
what?
Wow.
I can't listen to that.
Yeah, you can't realize he's doing those things.
No, I can't hear that stuff.
So anyway, yeah, that was my little thing on
That was your little
relationship-
thing?
my role in relationships and love and all that
Thank
stuff.
you. You got him before I did.
Yeah, I just kind of rolled right over it. Like, anyway, okay, so as we were saying, so
Yeah, but that is true. That is true.
Yeah, I
What you-
mean,
what
I-
you say is true. You know.
obviously, if somebody doesn't hold themselves in as high regard, then they're not worth
So
your
you
time.
shouldn't be with somebody unless they have totally high self-esteem. Is what you
No,
guys are saying.
no,
Well,
that's
they gotta hold
They
themselves in
have
high
to-
regard.
They have
They
to
think
know.
they deserve.
Yeah.
You know, they think.
Good luck finding someone with self-esteem in Las Vegas.
Anymore, Jesus
Well, there you go.
Christ.
Well, there you go. That's
Well,
what's so
then
hard
people
about it.
better start doing it.
Doing what?
That's right, listeners.
Yeah.
We're
Well,
not
you know,
talking
people
about
gotta
sinners.
If they don't
We're
have,
talking about people feeling
well,
good about
she's talking about the
themselves.
listeners out there.
Oh, I thought she said sinners.
Oh my God! Wow.
Well, she said Las Vegas, and they say Las Vegas is a city of sinners, so that's where I got that.
God.
I guess what I'm saying is have a little self-worth.
I can see going to the
Yeah,
gay club. But you're gay?
If you want somebody to love you, you know, don't bring them down to your level if you're not feeling good about yourself. You know,
Or don't date, man.
or don't date.
You
Yeah.
know what? Go kill your fucking self because you're not worthy anyhow.
And on that note,
Wow. Damn, Turkey just told them to kill themselves.
Why not? You guys might as well take it there.
We'll be right back, bitches.
Sincere shit that hurts to leave. EJ is that shit that hurts me. Jimmy
Yee! What up, though? It's the undeniable JT Money, a.k.a. the Bitchizer, and you tuned in to STIM Radio with Maxwell Silverhammer and GJ the Jerk Man. Heavy that. And guess what? They hate hoes almost as much as I do. So don't sleep on these cats. And speaking of sleeping, don't forget to check out my new single, Hustling, from my new project, Morning Wood. It's going down heavy, baby. And speaking of being out, I'm out like a busted traffic, like you already know. Get him, Jay!
If you're a fan of hip-hop and R&B, join me, the Bruh Ren, for a full non-stop hour of back-to-back slappers. That's back-to-back slappers. Where the playlist spans from genres like R&B, soul. Hip-hop bangers like hip-hop bangers like
25 sitting on 25 mil, I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Rest in peace, Mac Dre. I'ma do it for the bay, okay? Getting paid, we'll holler whenever that stop. My team good, we don't really need a mascot.
classic throwbacks like.
Well, I'm peeping and I'm creeping and I'm creeping. But I damn near got caught, cause my beeper kept beeping. Now it's time for me to make my impression felt. So sit back, relax, and strap on your seatbelt. You've never been on a ride like this before.
Every Friday night at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And Saturday at midnight Eastern Standard Time. Only on the Tough Love Show on JNJ.FM.
Answer me this. When did having a lot of YouTube hits and hella MySpace friends begin to determine whether a rapper has good music or not? Let's be serious. You wouldn't trust half of these people to wash your car or your dog. But you gonna let these people determine what music you listen to? That's crazy. You gotta be a leader, man, not a follower. And check out that classic album by your boy Black Ice. 5.0 Reasons, 10th anniversary, 1998 to 2008. It's that classic Bay Area G-Funk and Mob Blues. Sample the entire album at cdbaby.com, rhapsody.com, Napster, and
Hello,
iTunes.
ladies and gentlemen. I'm Maxwell Silverhammer of the award-winning Shit That Irks Me. Now, usually I'm joking and having fun and laughing, but in this case, I'm here to talk about something very serious. There's a phenomenon that's going on all over this country. It's called dimpling or dimple caking. That's right. There are lonely-ass, poor, sorry sons of fucking bitches that have no friends, no life, and nothing really going on for themselves. So they need people to talk to. So what they'll do is they'll call your phone. And usually what you'll do, being the heartless son of a bitch that you are, you'll just let the phone ring and roll it into your voicemail. And then you sit there and you contemplate, oh no, I have to call this person back. I have to call this person back, knowing that there's quite the chore that's in front of you. What do you do? If you're the heartless son of a bitch that never calls them back, you need to stop now. You need to call that person back and do your dimple duty. That's right. It is your dimple duty to make sure that this person is happy, then content, and feels worth. That's right. This person needs to feel like they have some worth. So, do your dimple duty today. Thank you. I am Maxwell Silverhammer with a public service announcement.
Do you hate women that you can't fuck? Have you tried to rub your dick on some woman's foot and she turned you down?
What the fuck are you doing?
Well, if so, you need Game for the Mentally Lame. That's right. If you're a mental retard and women are trying to kill you with their Google cheesy leasy, then this is the book for you. That's right. Learn brand new pickup lines. Hey, baby, you hear my fake? Wanna hear on it?
No, I don't want to sit on your face, but I'd like to split your fucking lip.
Or you can also learn brand new ways of being smooth and romantic with the come-ons. Hey, how about we go have some choochie, and then after that, we can go to the rum runner.
Great, just what I've always wanted, my own drunken alcoholic retard. No thanks.
So see, the proof is in the tard. So get Game for the Mentally Lame for only $19.99 if you call now. Order Game for the Mentally Lame for all tards and those who can't quite get it. He was a young white kid from the suburbs who had it all. Yo, Pops, when you gonna paint my motherfucking Bentley and shit? Sorry, son, I'll get to it. It's just been very hectic down at the office. But he wanted something more. Yo, I wish I could be a G, dog. He wanted to come from those mean streets and be a G like his compadres that he looked up to. Yo, man, if only I could have a gack, dude. I'd bust the most caps out of any G. Then he met Jay Fucker on MySpace, where he learned to rock up that crack cocaine with the dopest of OGs from the street. Yo, we gonna hit the track right now, and we gotta slang these hover rocks to these motherfucking fiends, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude, can I roll with you, dog? Can I roll in your 6'4"? It's a tale of urban struggle. Yo, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive out in this bitch, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude, I can dig it. It was a tale of romance. Hey, dog, you mind if we sleep in the same bed? Gerald Jisenbag and Harold Hardcock give it 2 thumbs up. It's Black Cock Down. At last, the wait's finally over. Be Sick returns from a long hiatus with a brand new album entitled Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Available for digital download only.
Be Sick's no punches pulled approach on the mic gives listeners what they want as well as gives the rap game a well-deserved kick in the ass with such hard-hitting gems as the title track, Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Mr. Zero fucking tolerance, you fakes ain't your fun. My tongue's replacing the gun, my toleration is none. Fucking Buster and a bitch.
Or the laid-back, fun-filled street anthem entitled Change of Pace, featuring Ghost.
This is something to bump as a gift to the haters, so turn it up loud just to piss off your neighbors. And if you out rolling, you be getting a ticket. And if you're
straight to the guts, blind to the facts.
Blind to the facts, set your minds in a trap. Blind to the facts, that with time we adapt. Blind to the facts of what you don't understand. Blind to the facts by the media scams. Blind to the facts of what you read in a book. Blind to the facts of
Download your copy today of Mr. Zero Tolerance from www.cdbaby.com or go to www.cdbaby.com/cd/bsick2. Download your copy today. Keep the realness in the rap game.
We are anonymous, and you're listening to Maxwell Silverhammer
Fuck that guy.
and DJ Jerkman,
Yeah, fuck that guy too.
only on STEM Radio.
Damn, this shit really irks me.
STIM Radio. STIM Radio.
Oh, yes, bitches. Welcome to the final segment on a Friday night of the shit that fucking irks me. So how are we going to suck this up for the final segment? Oh, I don't know. You know, actually, Master Yoda there got here kind of late anyway. We already covered what I wanted to cover and what I wanted his opinion.
He wanted your opinion on relationships.
Well, what it was is I was talking about people who don't love themselves. Why would you date somebody who doesn't love themselves?
Yeah, why?
You know what I'm saying?
Why?
I mean,
What is the answer to that question?
I mean,
Master Yoda will give it to us.
Okay, tell us. I always like what he has to say.
Okay.
So give him
I mean,
the breakdown of what's
as
going
far
on.
as well, basically, I was having a conversation with somebody, and basically he's the one who's telling her she's beautiful and wonderful and all this type of stuff, but she doesn't reciprocate, and the reason is because she doesn't feel she's worthy of that. You know, that's what I think. And where is, most of the time when you say that, when you're the one going, I love you, baby, I you're wonderful, you're great, you're this, you're fishing for that back. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously you think you're worthy of that, which you are, and you deserve to have that, reciprocated. But obviously this person is not reciprocating. So that's when I told him, I said, you know what, man, if somebody doesn't hold themselves as in high regard as you do, then you don't have any business dating him. So that's what I was telling him. So what do you think of just that statement?
And then what ends up happening is that person, because they're searching, because they don't have the love for themselves or they don't have the self-esteem or whatever, they just keep taking it from you. And then you are the one that ends up getting drained.
So why would you want to do it?
Because of love. Thank
you.
Hey, there's a movie. There's a really good movie with this guy. What's his name? He's funny.
The guy with the face.
He did the voices for the genie from Aladdin.
Robin Williams.
Oh, Rob Williams. Okay. Okay.
What dreams may come.
Where he goes.
It's so good because it's like the Dante.
Yeah, Dante
like
allegory. They go to
his
hell.
family dies, his wife commits suicide, and all of a sudden
He goes to hell to find her.
Yeah. And then he goes all the way down to darkness. You know what I mean? And it's difficult.
But
to
you know what?
judge.
That's Hollywood, though, man. Hollywood's
that's
not real.
That's
a movie, man.
Love exists, and to the extent of what you define love is.
Yeah, but why
Sure.
would you chase somebody
that doesn't love
that
themselves?
doesn't love
they wouldn't chase
themselves?
themselves. If their spirit was going to hell, they wouldn't chase their spirit. So why should you?
Why are you chasing them for?
That's what I'm
That's what we're
saying.
saying.
Why would you want to waste your time on someone that you can't convince that
they
you
can
love them?
themselves? It depends. Like again, starting like that movie, What Dreams May Come. Like if you look at the whole, the metaphor of it is about love. Now, when it comes to the sense of a relationship, what relationship are you seeking for? That's a question that you're asking. Do you want a sexual relationship? Do you want a partnership relationship? Do you want true love with this person? Do you see that there's chemistry between you? Because sometimes, you can see a great story, myth, Jesus, Mary Magdalene, from the darkest core, somebody that never gave up and forgave someone.
But why would you chase somebody that makes you feel like crap?
Well, you shouldn't.
That's what I'm saying.
But it's a person.
How long does it take you to realize that? Is there a time limit?
Is
it like you find somebody and you think they love you because they treat you nice and you treat them nice, and then all of a
maybe
sudden,
at the beginning they pretend to love themselves as much as they
well,
think
that's
that
what
you
I'm
do.
saying. Why would you continue to stay with them? Why would you not say, look, you know, I can't convince you what to be. So, but instead, we follow people and we will keep trying. And you know why we do that? We do that because we don't feel good enough ourselves. So we got to keep proving to that person that you're somebody. And in the end, it doesn't matter.
Man,
That's why there's so many dysfunctional relationships
The
out there.
government would love you guys.
Oh, yeah? Why is that?
If they went by everything you guys said, this population would drop real fucking fast.
But the thing is this. I mean,
But it's real.
It is true. It is true.
What are you going to do? What, chase somebody
You
because,
stay in,
you know...
you stay in marriage for 19 years.
Maybe there'd be more
trying
healthier
to-
relationships as
And,
well.
and that's only your own crap. That's your own crap. Because what you're doing is,
Why don't
after
you say
you
shit? You impressed us earlier.
after you realize that they don't care for you, you can't understand the rejection. And so you don't feel good enough about yourself to say, well, you know,
Well,
this
they
isn't
care,
working.
They might care
Let's
for
go.
you, but they don't care for themselves.
Right.
That's it.
the problem.
So
But
how
no,
can
but
they
you're
care for you
chasing
if
them.
they're
But
caring?
you're chasing them,
No,
trying to
it's-
get them.
It's something that you have to learn. You can't just stay stuck with one mindset. But that's only through your own personal experience. If you experienced it, then you can relate it to him, to what you have experienced.
You notice how you
Their
said him
personal-
for you?
Their personal experience is unique to themselves. The situation, there's so many,
Yeah, but
you
it's
know,
everybody
variables.
out there. Everybody
And
you talk
it
to.
just can't be one constant.
So what you're trying to say, if you don't feel good about yourself, you can't love nothing else.
No, didn't
Yeah.
say that. Didn't
Well,
say
he said
that.
yes.
I say yes.
Well, the thing is this. Well, that is true because what happens is, like I said, when that person rejects you, you keep going after them to prove to them that you love them, that you can be what they want you to be, that
What about
you
Chewy
are
Lewis?
everything.
What about Chewy Lewinston? He
You
growls
forget
at me all
about
the
Jeez,
time.
here we go. Now he's going to compare it to a dog.
But it is true.
Now, if it's a toxic relationship that is not serving
That
you good,
is a
then
toxic.
it
That
is
is toxic.
That is a
Right there is
toxic
toxic.
relationship because if you
there's,
don't,
there's some sense of
Right.
toxicity, then
Right.
why
And
would
common
you?
sense.
But when,
Well,
but
no,
when do you
because
notice it? When do you
everybody-
notice it?
I guess what we're saying is there would be a lot more healthy relationships, I think.
From what you guys are saying, my grandparents should have divorced a long time ago, but they should never stay together. Those guys were totally fucking miserable together, but they loved one another. So within
Yet
you
if it
saying
wasn't
that,
for them, you wouldn't be here.
Exactly
but,
right.
But that's
Well-
not, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about
then again-
people
Well,
who get into a relationship and you think you love somebody and they tell you they love you and then all of a sudden you got to keep feeding their ego and feeding their ego.
You said a
and-
key thing right there, Jerkman. You said they're miserable, but they
Right,
loved
right,
each other.
right.
So that's kind of like being, okay, you might both be sick, but you love each other.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So the love is still there. You know, there is still love present. Obviously,
So as long as it's
There
a sicko,
was
okay, love.
There was love. They didn't have to keep
right,
telling
as long as
each
love
other.
is present. See,
Right,
you know what? People
right.
say now, the mindset people have now is like,
Well,
oh,
I'm
let's
not-
just have a
I'm
relationship
not
even though we
advocating
don't
that you
love.
should be in love with somebody that doesn't give two fucks about
How do you have
you.
a loveless relationship?
But people stay
Like
in
to
a
know that.
relationship like that,
It's
and
like,
they
I'm-
keep.
non-alcoholic
This is Las
beer.
Vegas.
What is your
This
definition
is the
of
town
love?
of not
That's
non-loving
Right.
relationships.
Well,
and it comes to what's
Everybody has
definitions
their
of
own-
love.
Everybody has an
Yeah.
individual definition.
Yeah, but what we're talking
It's
about
like the
is
definition of God or so
yeah,
on and so forth.
but we're talking about people who say they care about you and you say you care about them, but then when you tell them and it just seems you're in a relationship for more than a couple of months and you got to keep feeding their ego
they don't
and then
have
they
it
look at because they
themselves.
don't have any self-esteem for themselves and they want you to keep telling them you're beautiful or you're handsome
I'm
or
breaking
you're a
up with
good
Lewinsky.
guy or you're you know, and then all of a sudden you know, you chase them and chase them and chase them till you wear yourself down and you get to their level, and then they turn around and say, "What the hell's wrong with you? You know,
Yeah,
I don't want you anymore because you don't have any self-esteem." Well,
It's like,
what
well,
the
you broke it
hell? You're
down.
the one who got me there.
Yeah.
Because I allowed you to. I remember somebody saying this to somebody. Somebody walked out during a wedding or during marriage.
she'll say tonight.
They were they were married, and the guy cheated on his wife.
The same day.
And she stayed hoping that she could prove to him that their marriage was worthwhile. They had children and all this and that. And what he said to her, she said, "Why did you do this to me? Why did you make me feel like this?" And he said, "Because you allowed me to."
Damn. Well, that's kind of
So you can't be any clearer than that. So that's what
kinda
happens
true.
with people.
Yeah, that's kind of true.
is.
Like
And-
if you're
and-
going to keep walking into the burning building,
Yeah.
you're not
And
going to
people
walk
that-
out of there unscarred.
But you may walk in that burning building and take a little baby out that you could save. See how sweet that was.
Only, you know what? Only the spin doctor could dig for that.
I'm
one.
the spin doctor.
But that's you, man. You see things that obviously,
And that makes me different. And I don't not like being not different.
That's fine.
That's
That's
me.
me. I think that's awesome.
Compassion. That's
But
what it's
that's
called.
fine, and as long as you can
But there-
find somebody who
I
point is-
inside, whether I look hard on the outside or not, I'm all squishy on the inside.
There you go. That's it. You
Yeah.
love yourself.
Oh,
You know why?
let's see.
But you know what? You love yourself. That's the difference. You love yourself, and you need somebody who loves
I
themselves.
told you for 2 years I've been doing that. Would we recap it again?
Oh, there you go. So you
No,
love yourself.
He likes people that don't like themselves.
No,
and he's
that's-
got to keep
He tries to
feeding
fix
them.
them. That is
not
He keeps-
true.
Yeah, he-
that's it. He's got to fix them. He's got to fix them. And when he doesn't fix them, they turn around and say, "Screw you! You weren't there for me when I wanted you." When he was there all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like with his
Yeah,
ex.
like I'm not here. Go ahead. What is she saying?
How many years do you have to be beaten into the ground by someone who isn't worth beating you until you say, screw it. I did it 19 years, so I know.
So then what you're suggesting I do is that I take the person I am, beat it into nothing on the inside, and change
No,
myself.
you find somebody who's
compatible.
Compatible. That's it. Somebody who
According to
is-
you guys, 95% of them are not.
And that's true.
Well, that's
There's
it.
nothing we can do about
You know
that.
why? Because you know what? In your mind, here's how you should think, man. Only you deserve the best.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
For you think for you. Only you deserve the fucking
you can't
best.
Fix
Fuck
it.
everybody
You
else.
can't fix anybody
I
else. So
don't
when you're
think
taking
that way,
somebody
people.
that
I'm
feels,
sorry.
You
when
should.
you're- When you're taking
You need
somebody
to.
in,
I do
and
not.
you
If this is
think
gonna be
you're
your
gonna-
partner, this is gonna be your partner, man. Come
No,
on.
I don't believe that
What?
me comes before we. I don't believe that.
It should.
But the
No, it
thing
does
is
not.
this,
You're letting
but
them
the
on,
thing is
man.
this, there is
You
no
know what?
way. There is
Because
no way.
again, what he
If-
said earlier about how the two people complete each other.
Right.
Yes.
But if you have
That's-
to have some, if you have to keep telling that person
But if that person can't complete
and
you,
can't
then
complete
you aren't we.
themselves, they're not going to complete you.
Yeah, that's it. Then there won't be a
Don't
we.
get into a
There won't
toxic
be a way.
relationship.
What?
No, you
If
never
it-
know. Things are not predictable. Everything has different.
Thank you,
variables.
Yoda.
Not everything's predicted. We all
Well,
know.
I haven't seen that in any cases, and if I find one, I'll be happy
Yeah,
to see it. But I
you gotta
haven't.
hold yourself in high
I
regard.
you know
am
that-
trying
you
to
know
keep
that-
hope open for love people here. Am I the only one left on this damn planet?
You know what though?
He's an
That's
advocate
it.
for love too.
For
See?
love, for the
Maybe,
best.
maybe tonight,
Don't
me and
watch
him are
it.
going to a gay club. You never know.
Don't you think you're worthy?
I'll be there
of,
to tear it down. Don't worry.
Don't you think you're worried or worthy of the best love possible?
How much you complain about nobody loving
I
you?
am.
We
I-
love you.
But see,
Yeah, but see, you got to see yourself as worthy, man.
But see, that's not the way I look at it. I don't look at it as I've got to be the one that someone needs to be worthy of me. I don't look at it that
No,
way.
you look at somebody. You gotta take somebody in
No, what I
that's needy, and you've got to try to fill their life up. And I know I've done that myself.
We've all done
taken in. Yeah, I've taken in people who I felt like I could.
So you're
I could
telling me
change
that
them.
everybody that I have feelings for or care about, that they're only because they're fucked up and I'm not. I hate to be the one to break the sad news to everybody, but I'll tell you, I'm fucked up too.
I want everybody.
We know that.
Okay, so
everybody
I'm not some
is.
great goddamn deity
But
down here
who's
that fucking.
taking you in?
No.
Who's taking you in and feeling sorry for you because
I said
you're
guillotine.
fucked up?
I said it should have been deity.
Guillotine.
Guillotine, same
You got a
fucking
blade
thing.
chopping heads
Tell
off.
me-
Get it over with.
Tell me that. Tell me that. Who's
Hey,
taking
you know that
in?
we in French is yes, but we in English is us.
Yeah.
And only Yoda.
Oh, Master Yoda. Oh.
See, that's why we call him Master Yoda.
I was thinking.
No, you know what though, man? Never short yourself, man. Don't sell yourself
I don't
short.
think you're. See, that's the whole thing. I don't believe in it. I'm shorting myself. I believe if I give it what I've got, then that means something. If they don't and they choose not to, there's what.
But is
It's their loss.
there
Right.
any any reason that you can't step outside of the picture if somebody's saying something to you and
Yes,
say
and you know
it?
why? Because
Why?
I am me.
But if you
This is what
okay, but,
I do.
all right. But the thing is, I'm going to tell you this, and I'm going to tell anybody this.
Hmm.
You can't help anybody
Really?
if they don't want help.
That's true. It's a two-way street.
Oh my God, you two should just get married.
So-
Screw the fucking dating. Just go right to the goddamn altar. This is Vegas.
This is real shit. I mean, obviously, you could lead a horse to water, but they can't, you know.
Yes, Dad, is that real?
Daddy Maxwell.
Listen, a perfect example is this. A guy who had money saw a homeless guy, okay?
Right.
Felt bad for him and knew that he was down on his luck. So he figured if he brought him in, gave him a job, cleaned him up, tried to help him through his life, that he'd be fine.
Right.
The guy turned around and robbed him.
The guy turned around and said, well, we're all
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
the moral to that story
Jean
is
Valjean.
every homeless guy you see out there from here on out, kick him in the fucking nuts.
But then what
Well,
about
see,
what
you
about Les
twist it.
Mis?
You twist it. You twist it.
Yeah, he did.
What about Les
twist it.
Mis?
Are you saying I twisted
what
it?
about About what?
That's that exact same scenario, and
About
he still ended up helping the person, and the person ended up
Les
changing
Mis,
for the better.
The musical that
The
actually
person
turned.
did change for the better. He robbed him.
In the beginning, yeah, he took all the silver from his house, and when they came back
Who
and
are you
they caught
talking
him,
about?
The
in
show,
the story,
Les Mis.
the
Les Mis,
story,
the play?
Les Mis.
I don't know that.
It's
Oh,
a-
yeah.
I
Les
don't
Miserables?
know that.
by
I don't-
Victor Hugo. It's the most famous
I don't
musical
know
of
that.
all
I was talking
time.
about a guy. I was talking about a
It's-
guy who's on the street.
Anyway,
I don't
the
know
same
what-
thing.
Anyway, so the story of Les Mis is Jean Valjean, the main character. He became a hardened criminal because when he was younger, he stole a loaf of bread because he was hungry, and ended up spending most of his life in the prisons where he became hardened. Where originally he was a nice person. So after he became hardened, when they let him out, a priest or whatever lets him into his house. He ends up robbing the priest of his silver, and then the police bring him back. And the guy actually says, no, he didn't rob it. I gave it to him, even though he knows that he really stole it from him.
Right.
And that act of kindness, the priest saying, no, I gave
Changed
it to
him
him,
around.
it changed his whole life around. And he realized, like, oh, shit, there is kindness out there. And he became a mayor. He became the greatest, the
I'm no
character.
priest.
And then we
I'm no
grew up-
priest, goddammit.
I don't want to be a domino. You guys can all
But
fall
we
like
grew
this.
up in the United States of America.
But still, you never know what act of kindness can actually change someone's life.
You don't know, but everybody is so
But
hardened
you're
on the
not
fact.
out to give them an act of kindness. You're out
Talking
there.
to the microphone.
You're not out to give them an act of kindness. It's not like you're helping a homeless person get on their feet. You're trying
wow.
to have a relationship with somebody.
I guess we're saying watch
And
the
because
red,
they're not a bum out begging on the street is what you're pretty much saying, that they don't deserve your fucking.
watch the red flags is what we're
There's a
saying.
difference between love and there's a difference between care. How do I put that? Feeling sorry for somebody.
That's
there's
true.
a difference.
Love
And you
versus
have-
what's the word? Yeah, there is a term for that.
Yeah, and I can't think of what it
Empathy?
is. But it
or
is.
sympathy.
It's hot.
Love versus sympathy.
Yeah,
There we
yeah. And the thing is, you got to know the difference. You can't feel sorry for somebody and think you're going to change their life around and think
Okay,
you're going
so
to have a
never know.
relationship.
You might.
But
Right.
you can't have a relationship with them.
Well, a lot of relationships are people with emotional problems.
We all have emotional problems.
I understand
That's
that.
why
but that's
I'm single right now.
because you don't have emotional problems, right?
Not at all.
But
See?
not everybody's a psychopath, though. In the sense that people are normal and they realize their error and they just move forward.
And what I'm saying is, after a period of time,
part of
you
it.
get to know whether you're helping them or they're hurting you.
Or enabling them.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's the
That's the
difference.
thing. Enabling is just as bad
Well, wait a
as
minute.
helping.
Okay, so.
But why do we only focus on the negative parts? What about the
Because,
positive?
But okay, so
we're
wait a minute.
trying to find the
Well,
positive.
So you guys are trying to tell me
Right, go
that
ahead.
when you're in a relationship with somebody, if
Uh-huh.
they start taking you down, there's no sense being around them because they're going to drag you down to their level
Yeah.
of. Okay,
And then
so
they walk
now
out
let's
on
play
you.
this a different direction.
Okay.
Same fucking scenario, but wake up and don't tell me this is totally different things. This is
Okay, go
bullshit.
ahead.
If
We
you've
go
got a
through this all
person
the
that you're
time.
totally in love with and they're in love with you, now all of a sudden they have dementia or they have cancer or they have something
That's
else.
different.
Now,
That
see,
is
that's what I
different.
thought.
No,
No, it's not
no,
because
no,
you will
no,
go down
no,
to their
no.
level to make sure that they
No.
survive and
No,
live.
that's
bullshit.
physiological
Bullshit.
That's
Bullshit.
totally different. That's totally
Bullshit.
different.
Yeah, and I knew you guys would spin it on me then.
That's physiological, man. Come on now.
Wait a minute. But they're still taking you down. They're taking you down. Yeah.
You
But
said
Chalk
they're
one
not
up for the
doing it-
jerk man.
But listen,
Bam.
listen, they're not doing it.
no,
Listen,
too
they're
happy.
not doing it intentionally. They're not doing
No.
it intentionally.
Really?
Yeah, because
Yeah,
a person,
nobody goes out and gets cancer
Right.
on purpose.
Yeah.
Okay, what if
So I'm saying. So you're
What
saying
if
that.
they have that mid-age crisis thing?
Right. Yeah.
But you're married to them, and you know that's
something,
going to
you know,
happen.
Right,
what you
that's
do,
what the
it
vows are
happens.
for.
What if you love this
When you
person?
take
They
those
went out,
vows-
they got into a car wreck. Now they got hooked on prescription drugs, and now they're having a hard time. You're supposed to abandon them because they could be possibly dragging you down.
Most people do, but you're not supposed to.
You're not supposed to.
Oh well, where does this happy fucking line come from that we all should draw?
You know what? It's in the beginning of the relationship. That's why.
That's
person or
where
It's
it's
the
at.
beginning.
It's
In the
at
beginning.
If the person in the beginning is dragging you down, then
But I think everybody in the beginning is in that fucking euphoria of love, aren't they?
Yeah.
So then how can you...
Not if you have to.
It's how you feel a shit, man.
No, you have to determine whether it's love or it's sympathy.
Infatuation.
You know what? Hey,
No,
look
love-
at me with the
That's
whole
your own
Kaylee
personal
thing.
experience.
The
Do
whole thing
you
with
feel sorry
I'll
for
ask
the
Rod
person?
Stewart.
Do you feel sorry for the person because they're down and they're needy and they tell you a story about their life is so bad and then you want to pick them up
I
because
think we've
you're
all
going to
got
save
that story.
them? You're going to save
I don't
them?
see anybody out there that can't sit and tell
Who's
me a
doing
sob
it for
story.
you?
For who?
You. I don't see anybody there. Who's doing it for you? Who's listening to your sad story about your place?
Nobody really.
About where you are.
I don't
about
see
how
anybody
you're-
out there
how
that could
you're
possibly
stuck
love
for your
me,
kids.
ever love me.
Jesus.
I must go to a club tonight.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. I just don't know what to do. I'm so...
That's pretty faggish.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Damn. Wow. Did you ever realize you were going to hold me like that?
No, and I will never do it again.
See, Max, you started all this. It was that pizza.
No. Jerkman started all this.
Hey, you went
With
along.
all his lobster jokes and all this shit from back in the day.
And the Golden Corral.
But the Golden Corral. No, I'm just saying, man, watch where you go and remember where you've been, man. That's all I got to say.
Okay.
Just watch those beginning, the flags, the red flags.
And you can say that from experience, right?
Yep, fuck
Yes,
yeah. I wouldn't be
that's it.
talking about it if I
That's
didn't
right,
experience it.
that's right.
Remember, everybody, always put yourself first. Fuck everybody else.
Yeah, that's what I say.
That's what I say, but if you don't do it,
You got to
get
live for you,
screwed.
man. How can you live for somebody else first?
When that next Titanic goes down, it's your ass in a boat. Fuck everybody else.
You know what? They always tell you on airplanes, assist yourself first, then assist your
That's
child.
what they say.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what they say.
Assist yourself for, you know.
Just putting this
whoa.
out
The
there.
reason that is because if your child is assisted first and you happen to drown,
Then you.
then you can't say.
Okay,
I don't know. I don't. Well, okay.
That's what it says.
Supposing you
I didn't
assisted yourself
understand
first,
that at first,
and if you
but I
wouldn't
did.
have done that, you could have saved your child's fucking life. Come on, people. Let's wake up out there. You know, you can believe this
George is gonna-
bullshit
George is
and
gonna-
do as much as you like.
Because I can honestly say that I would probably care for other people more than I care for myself.
Look
So
at
does that
everybody-
mean? Does
look
that
at
mean
this.
I don't deserve love?
Look at this. Everybody's quiet now, huh?
Yeah.
Well,
what I think you should do is put yourself in the fucking thing first. Because when the plane goes down, you might not be able to see the...
Well,
Go ahead, no,
George would be a perfect person to answer that one,
On what?
and so would I.
Well,
And what's that?
When you care more for other people than you care for
and that's
yourself,
you know what, Bunny, I
happens?
think Bunny Rabbit just hit the fucking. You guys just missed a
No.
golden.
What about
Opportunity?
Bunny Rabbit just said here, just because you care for other people doesn't mean you don't deserve love. So in other words, you know, yes, you may care about other people, but at the same time, you have to look out for yourself too.
Yes, and that
See?
doesn't mean being a snobbish, I'm better than you are person.
No, it isn't at
What
all.
about if
It's
they wanna
just
be nuns?
It's simply looking out for
I
you
want to get none.
and making sure you know that
You
you're
don't
going to
get
be
screwed
okay.
over. Yeah, that somebody doesn't screw you over because you're a nice
Okay.
person.
Yep.
That's
There you
all.
go.
Just,
All right.
See, Bunny Rabbit, you nailed it.
All right.
that's
That's
it.
acceptable.
That is acceptable. Yeah.
And look at that.
What can we
We're
say
at
about
the
that?
end
That's
of
at
the
the end.
show.
The only
God.
thing we say is beep, 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 beep. That's all, folks.
I'm Maxwell Silverhammer.
I'm GJ. Gonna take you and save you on the lifeboat, Jerkman.
Who are you?
Who am I?
Hamster.
Hamster.
And I'm the bunny rabbit.
And that's the story there, bitches.
bitches.
See ya.
Jimmy Fly. It's the shit that hurts me. Maximity Productions. Yeah. It's the shit